And we welcome you to Riot 8 all the way from the Orion Arena right here in a raucous Liverpool. I'm your host Max Radix alongside the former N.E.W champion. Could he be the new N.E.W World Heavyweight Champion tonight? My broadcast partner Owen. And Owen, what a night this could be.
Oh, what a night indeed. So much chaos set up here. I cannot wait.
11,000 capacity crowd for N.E.W Riot 8. And what a night it promises to be. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to kick off tonight and take a look at the dominance of one of our top premier women athletes here in N.E.W, Cole Albert Clemens. Of course, she goes one-on-one with Sonia Jackson in a 30-minute Iron Woman match tonight for the Women's Heavyweight Championship of the World. Well, there you see, ladies and gentlemen, the dominance of Cole Albert Clemens in the women division, which in my opinion means it could be a very, very long night for Sonia Jackson. Of course, Sonia Jackson is a former two-time women's champion in her own right, Erwin, but has she ever come across a woman as vicious or potentially career-ending as Cole Albert Clemens?
Well, as we saw there, Cole Albert Clemens has had the dominant career here in N.E.W. Finally, once again, has that championship. Sonia Jackson being the one to try and take it from her. What a task that is.
Well, a beautiful and talented Melissa Tremaine who is introducing here. Sonia Jackson, 5'3", 126 pounds. From Essex, Vermont, the two-time former women's champion. The other Psycho Sonia Owen.
Yeah, the other one. Of course, this is going to be 30 minutes of hell for both these women. A 30-minute Ironman match to kick Riot 8 off for the women's championship.
Well, yeah, Riot 8 does not mess about. As I said in our introduction, and as Owen has clarified, this one will go half an hour come hell or high water. It is referee's discretion. These two ladies can pretty much do anything to each other. I mean, standard N.E.W rules apply. And everyone knows who watches N.E.W in that our rules sometimes, well, they're liberal to say the least.
Yeah, a bit more lax than other federations, other wrestling promotions. However, disqualifications can still happen within this match.
It's a very good point. Erwin, which means Cole Albert Clemens, the current women's champion, will need to be very, very careful, because this woman has got a mean streak as tall as her, 6'8", 274 pounds, from Manchester, England, also a former two-time women's champion, the hot favourite in this 30-minute Iron Women's match tonight. Cole Albert Clemens, vicious, dominant, supreme.
Yeah, the current champion here, soaking in the hatred from this crowd. This is going to be a very interesting one. Of course, Cole Albert Clemens comes in with that champion's edge. She could retain that title if it comes down to a draw. Sonia Jackson has to have the one-up to get that title.
Sonia Jackson, in short, has to beat Cole Albert Clemens. Cole Albert Clemens does not have to beat Sonia Jackson. That's the long and the short of it, Erwin. Sonia Jackson looking across the ring there from arguably her toughest opponent to date here.
Great response for Jackson.
Tremendous response. Look at that capacity crowd, 11,000 plus here, packed in, jam-packed in. It's the Orion Arena here. Sellout crowd for N.E.W, the champion looking confident.
And as that sign just popped up there, the best are here. But which one of these two is the better? We are about to find out in what is going to be 30 minutes of sheer brutality.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a Max Radek Suck sign in there somewhere. I've had that man thrown out. Mike Shatova, our senior official, with a women's championship high above his head. The toughest working referee in wrestling today.
30 minutes on the clock, and here we go.
Oh, I think Jackson there went for a lock-up, which is a very, very bad idea against Cole Albert Clemens. Look at the size difference between these two women, Erwin.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot for Jackson to get the upper hand here.
What a shot.
It's Cole Albert Clemens utilising that strength early on. Oh my word, another Beal just grabbing the head.
Sheer power. Just sheer power by Cole Albert Clemens. Over the top rope she goes, and this is in danger territory already.
Outside, and it's not even been a minute.
It's CAC's neighbourhood here on that wafer thin mat.
Crowd coming alive.
The Orion Arena has concrete floors, so there you go. We've gone from hardwood to concrete, Erwin.
Yeah, not much of an improvement for a spine.
Oh dear Lord. What an elbow drop right to the midsection there of Sonia Jackson. Kick to the gut. The classics work. Oh, come on. No! Oh, Jesus, what a power bomb on that mat.
Sonia Jackson must be reeling. What a strike.
We're not even 2 minutes into this thing, Erwin.
Count of 7 already.
Jackson's already been powerbombed on the outside.
Yeah, this could be a long 30 minutes if it keeps going this way for Sonia Jackson, who is in big trouble here.
Oh, I think that's that patented GBH neck wrench.
Look how much Cole Albert Clemens has to arch down to meet the height.
Speaking of which, the icon GBH will be in action later tonight against Cowboy Roy and O'Grady in a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship, just one of many.
Somewhat injecting himself into that championship match.
What a splash there by Cole Albert Clemens. It goes right back for that neck wrench there. Oh, slamming Jackson right back onto the mat. And this becomes a test of endurance, not just for these ladies, but for me and Erwin as well.
Well,
27 minutes and 58 seconds remain, our first match out here tonight.
Could this just be a case? Cole Albert Clemens destroying Sonia Jackson for 30 minutes. Of course, she still has that advantage. However, going for the lead.
2.
Only a 2.
Shatova with a clean count of 2. Perfect position there by our senior official.
Big cheer from this crowd, knowing Sonia Jackson has something.
Big knee to the head there of Jackson. I wonder if we'll see Turner here tonight, or I wonder if Shatopa will take all the matches again, considering it's so high profile tonight in N.E.W.
Well, it depends how much he wants to thicken his pocket with money, I suppose.
CAC hanging up Jackson.
Oh, this isn't
Tree
good.
of War.
Oh wait, Jackson Carter needs to act fast.
Oh, misses though with that knee buster. CAC just too tall, Irwin. Oh, Jawbreaker will do it though. Needs this to hit. Arm drag.
Takes the big woman off her feet for a moment. Needs to keep on top of her. Another arm drag.
What a judo flip that was. You see the frustration there by CAC, unhappy being taken down to the mat by the much smaller women who's staying at this mat game, Irwin. Staying in that headlock. Listen to this crowd cheering on Jackson.
Well, yeah, she knows she has to keep on top of Cole Albert Clemens to make up for the nearly 5 minutes that
the
she's
N.E.W
endured
faithful
here.
want to witness a giant killing here tonight.
We might well see it. Sonia Jackson up to the middle rope.
Oh, Hurricane Rana, take that.
I think she used the arms rather than the head there, not being able to jump high enough, but it worked nonetheless. Beautifully adapted there, but Cole Albert Clemens with the strength.
I don't think I've ever seen an arm bar Hurricane Rana before.
Oh wait,
oh, what
Jackson
a counter.
dodges the backbreaker. Crucifix.
That small size of Jackson actually was an advantage there, because CAC just couldn't keep a hold of her.
Yeah, Jackson utilising the momentum of being picked up against Clemens and stays on top.
Trying to keep hold of a wet otter, Irwin.
Maybe it's partly that new suit that helps. Inspired by Farrier.
Oh!
Like a choking STO there, sweeping the leg. Oh, but this could be a mistake, spending a little bit much time hyping up the crowd.
Listen to those fans, Irwin, now firmly in the corner of Sonia Jackson.
Oh, Clemens was still rocked.
What a shot!
Did not take her off her feet, sends her to the corner. Picks up steam!
Oh, monkey flip, beautiful. Tremendous monkey flip there by Sonia Jackson. Taking out CAC, who is in trouble. And reeling. A smaller woman may have the bigger heart, waiting for the giant to rise once again.
Back
middle
on middle rope. And again.
Oh, there we go. That time she did have the elevation. That time she did use her legs. Jackson Rana, listen to these fans.
Absolutely on fire here, as is Jackson. Oh. Sending Cole into that turnbuckle. Pillar to post here. More. Another monkey flip.
Beautifully executed, using Clemens' own weight against her.
Yeah, completely caught her off guard here.
24 minutes 40 remain. Oh, double axe handle.
Clemens may have been a bit too confident in the outset here.
That means you've only had 6 minutes of this win.
Yeah, there's still 24
Absolute
plus
garbage.
to go. And what a match it's been so far. That neck wrench. Clemens slips free though. Oh, but Jackson too quick. Oh, stun gun.
Tremendous stun gun, using that top rope as a guillotine. Clemens is hurting and Jackson knows it. Jackson smells blood in the water, but knows a pin won't count on the outside. She still could count out the giant if she can keep her down for a liberal count of 10. That could be the plan of action here for Sonia Jackson, Irwin, because she's going up the ramp.
One of the few times a count out can actually win you a championship.
Of course, it will give her the first score here if that was to be the case in this 30-minute women's Ironman match.
Usually a count out would mean that the champion retains. However, if Sonia Jackson can get one here, she gets the lead, and for the time being becomes, for all intents and purposes, the champion. However, count of 8 was cut off.
Jackson timed that completely wrong if she was going for that count-out victory there. CAC still had too much left in the tank and was actually racing Jackson down back to the ring. That was pure ring awareness there.
Yeah, got to count
by the challenger.
9 before.
You'd expect more sense from a former 2-time champion. CAC here could pick up a shot. Pinfall.
Only a 2. Still 0-0 here. 23 minutes remaining.
That was a hair whisker away for the first point being on the board here. Still no pins or submissions or countouts from either ladies.
Jackson has exerted a lot of energy here, trying to keep Cole Albert Clemens down.
Oh, takedown there.
With that, Cole Albert Clemens has managed to come back in control and going back again to that neck.
Jackson, one moment of madness, 1 second of pure decision, and Cole Albert Clemens pounced. You do not want to give the Giant an opening like that. What an elbow to the spine of Jackson.
Cole Albert Clemens. Oh my word. Interestingly enough, is still the only woman currently on the N.E.W roster that walks alone. Some would see that as a disadvantage, but she's proving otherwise here tonight. However, well, the wrong time to gloat, my word.
Cole Albert Clemens was taking a moment, and paid for it dearly, but is fighting back again with that stiff forearm.
Scoops the legs this time and gets that backbreaker.
Backbreaker torture rack right over the knee of Cole Albert Clemens.
Dragging her away from the ropes, a somewhat lifeless body of Jackson going for the pin.
Chitopa's down. 2. Kick out after
Only
2. 2.5. A very, very close count there by Chitopa. These fans, I think there's fans both Jackson and CAC in the crowd here tonight, Erwin. A very, very mixed response for both ladies.
Yeah, very true. I think the fans are just enjoying this tremendous match we're seeing back and forth in sections, in chapters, if you will. Cole Albert Clemens currently writing this story right here as she perches Sonia Jackson. Wait a second.
Well, Jackson's got a twist in her tail.
Oh, what a body splash right there.
Cross body, tremendous athleticism and speed from Sonia Jackson. Taking it to the Giant. DDT. Could be the first pin right here.
Well, yeah, but those long legs of Cole Albert
Chitopa's down.
No, they're far enough away from the ropes.
Yes, 1-0 Jackson.
Jackson picking up a pin over the Giant.
20 minutes, 40 seconds remain. 1-0 Jackson. CAC is incensed their win. What a slam. Dear Christ, what a slam by Jackson. What a response by the champion.
And suddenly,
sweep by Jackson. Jackson's still alive somehow.
Yeah, but clutching those ribs, that clearly took a lot out of her.
Clutching her ribs. The ribs could be broken, Erwin, after a shot like that by the Giant Cole Albert Clemens. Going for another pin. That's not going to be enough.
Surely not.
Not even a 2. I think Jackson, out of sheer instinct there, went for the pin.
Well, maybe giving herself time to think. I mean, it's still a lot of energy exerted kicking out of a pin, even if it is Sonia Jackson at 126 pounds on top of you. Still a bit of weight you've got to push off.
Take down again there by Jackson. Goes right back to that headlock. Trying to put the Giant asleep is not a bad tactic at all from the challenger.
Slowing the pace a little, giving yourself time to breathe, time to consider some options.
She has to slow it down there when they've got 20 minutes to go. These two ladies cannot wrestle at this pace for another 20 minutes. With all the high impact manoeuvres that we've seen here tonight, it's just not physically possible.
Clemens breaks free.
I could be wrong.
Oh wait. Samoan drop.
Sweet Jesus, what a Samoan drop.
That could very well be it for Sonia Jackson. This thing could be evened up right here.
Could have turned Jackson inside out. Chatopa's down. 2. Yes!
It is.
1-1.
And all that effort that Sonia Jackson built up getting that victory has just fallen at the wayside. And she must start from scratch.
Let's say if we don't have another pin, another submission or a count out for the rest of this matchup, Erwin, CAC would retain. The pressure is all back on Sonia Jackson.
Well, yeah, thankfully for Sonia, she's got plenty of time.
Off.
What a side slam from the middle rope there.
Vicious side slam. Jackson using everything she's got to lift the giant Cole Albert Clemens.
Oh wait,
wait a minute, using the rope. Chatopa hasn't seen it. That's illegal. Mike, look up. No, still.
Jackson.
Kicks out. What power by CAC. She didn't appreciate that one iota, Erwin.
Jackson perhaps knowing she needed a little extra something, not tactics I could particularly endorse, but in a match like this sometimes emotions run high.
It was an ingenious tactic, she just didn't get away with it. CAC, right back on the attack.
Clemens with a receipt there.
Cash that check in severe fashion.
For a pin.
2. No.
Jackson desperately needs to fight back here. 17 minutes, well, just under 18 to go.
Sonia Jackson has to be quick, and she is with a bulldog. Dodges a kick and with a bulldog out of nowhere.
Going for a pin.
Could make it 2-1.
No, only a 2. Not quite dazed enough. Sonia Jackson here on the attack.
Yeah, Jackson now back on the attack of CAC. CAC in that corner, head first into that turnbuckle. Off, God. Shoulder first into that ring post. And a big knee. Shades of Harley Race there. That huge knee right to the head of CAC.
Sonia Jackson going after the champion. Going for a pin.
2. Chatopa there with a clean count of 2 once again. Perfect position there from our senior official here in N.E.W. No argument from Jackson.
Again, Jackson needs this victory to get the championship here tonight. Needs another pinfall or a submission in her pocket. Oh, the double knees, I think.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes, it is.
It's the quadruple knees.
Oh wait, setting up for something else. Perhaps a big DDT again.
Oh yes, here we go.
And again,
it could be glorious.
It's how you do it. That is possibly one of the best. And your proof for about that could be right here. Going for the pin.
2. Yes.
Yes. Sonia Jackson picking up another victory if she can hold on.
2-1
for 16 more minutes. She will be the new women's champion. Well, 3-time women's champion.
Only 2 women in this entire company can rightly call themselves 3-time women's champion, Erwin.
Clemens looking to catch up here.
Oh my God, what a manoeuvre. What strength, what power by Cole Albert Clemens.
Huge forward slam she uses, however. That is not enough in her mind, it seems.
Wait a minute. Surely not.
Setting up for that Samoan drop again.
Not again. This could be all. Oh, that's it. That is it. It's 2-all. It is 2-all. CAC's hurt. But if she makes a pin now, surely it's 2-all. Surely the championship is going back home with CAC.
A slow attack here, going for the pin finally.
That slow pin may cost her. Has Jackson got enough left in the tank?
No, she doesn't. It's back to 2-all.
And of course, Owen, you know what that means. CAC would retain 15 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, we are just about halfway through this match, and it's back to being even once more. My word, what a stretch.
Tremendous submission manoeuvre. Submission would do it. I mean, I'm not sure where the rules would stand if Jackson submitted while she was literally tangled up in the ropes like that. I think that would be a hard one to call for Chitope.
Yeah, I think using the ropes.
What a rib breaker.
Jackson rolling to the outside.
Of course, this gives Jackson a little bit of time to rest here, but she's going right back outside to finish off Jackson. Perhaps she perhaps smells blood in the water here, Owen.
Could have been a foolish manoeuvre.
Yeah, Jackson perhaps playing possum there on the outside. Oh, drop kick to the spine of CAC. Our Spanish announce team may need to get out of the way, Owen.
Well, thankfully.
Oh!
We're not down there.
They get better seats than we do. What's up with that? Oh!
Well, to be honest, when there's a table out there at ringside, it becomes a bit alluring to some wrestlers.
Oh.
So I'm quite thankful to be up here in that regard. Count of 3, I believe.
Oh, no! Oh, God!
Spinning backbreaker there.
Right on the knee of Cole Albert Clemens. Her entire body of Jackson literally pulsating
Count
off
of
that
5.
huge knee of CAC. Chitope continues with his count. The liberal count of 10. Can you believe they're only hit 7, Owen? It's about the 17 in any other federation in the world, but not in N.E.W.
Clemens going for a pin again. After that beating on the outside, could it be enough? No.
Listen to these fans, they have gone banana here tonight.
What a way to kick off Riot 8.
What a riot it's going to be. What a riot it's already been. This match just might be an instant classic for the Women's Heavyweight Championship of the world.
Oh, snapmare. The crowd have been explosive throughout. Again working on that neck. Sonia Jackson quickly getting out.
Big shots to the abdomen and then to the face. That big left by Jackson. Can she capitalise against the Giant, or will that just make the Giant angry? That could be her answer, my word, right? Oh, what an elbow. Go for it, Jackson. You've got nothing to lose.
Oh, goes for that wheelbarrow arm drag again. Clemens slow to her feet. Kicks it to the corner.
Of course, Jackson's feet as quick as her hands, Erwin.
Oh yeah. Burst of energy here again.
One of the most adaptable wrestlers on the roster today. Hurricane Rana!
Word! Clemens nearly cleared the ring.
Clemens' head nearly went through the canvas.
And the double knees again.
Quadruple knees! By Jackson. Goes for the pin.
Destroying the ribs of Clemens.
2. Yes!
Yes! My word.
Jackson takes the lead.
Jackson has made it 3-2.
12 minutes, 15 seconds remain.
Oh,
my God!
Flying back fist from Clemens.
Sweet Jesus, what a forearm! I felt that from up here.
That could be free all.
That could be free all. No! Sweet Jesus, what a forearm, Owen. Did you hear that impact?
The click of bone on bone was horrendous there. Sonia Jackson could be feeling that for weeks to come.
I hope that gets a replay. That forearm in itself deserves a replay. In the corner goes CAC.
Well, she can't spend too long getting her breath here.
Oh,
well, she could find herself without that championship. I think realises that. Oh my word!
Senton splash there. Essentially, that Fatsu smash. Splash, really. Shades of Rikishi. Oh!
Again, using that knee, digging into the ribs of Sonia Jackson with that rib breaker, and back to that neck and head once again. Clemens looking for another pin here.
CSC going for that pin again. Chatopa's down. Counter 2. No!
Jackson still defiant. Realises that if she can stay in this position, she will leave as women's champion. It probably wouldn't hurt to have some offense, though.
No, it would not. But Jackson knows maybe that's a great point, Erwin, right in the back of her mind. All she knows that what she has to do is hold on, and we know the kind of tolerance that Sonia Jackson has for pain, but she's fighting back with those big lefts again against Cole Albert Clemens.
Wasted motions there, left Clemens able to capitalise.
You do not want to get into a fist fight against Cole Albert Clemens. It's just suicide.
Propped up on that top rope again. Both of these women drained of energy now. Oh, what a side slam again. As we approach the 10-minute mark, 10 minutes remaining in the first match here at Riot.
What a way to kick off Riot 8. An effort by both competitors here. Cole Albert Clemens currently in control, Jackson reeling, but Jackson,
what a leg drop,
is in trouble, frankly, but still in the lead at 3-2. Cole Albert Clemens knows she still has 9 minutes and 45 seconds to inflict as much damage on Sonia Jackson as she humanly can.
Yeah, but you've seen how much slower that attack has become.
What a power bomb!
We haven't seen that since she did it on the outside of the ring so early on in this matchup.
Yeah, all of 20 odd minutes ago.
Oh, Jackson in trouble again.
Oh, wait a minute, you know what this means, Erwin?
Samoan drop. And that could equal things back up here.
Can you imagine falling off shoulders that high? Chatopa's down. 2. Yes! 3 all.
And the tensity strikes. 9 minutes to go.
And what this basically means is 9 minutes and Cole Albert Clemens remains your undisputed women's heavyweight champion of the world. It is all on Jackson again to pull something out the bag here. But look who's taking control, Owen. Look who is controlling the pace.
Well, again, this has gone back and forth in chapters, and I think it's just a matter of who gets to write the end of the book here.
Oh, slam to the mat there.
Just over 8 minutes remaining.
I start calling you Erwin Hemingway at this rate. Cole Albert Clemens in the middle of the ring.
Sonia Jackson still trying to find a way to her feet. Stopped by a headbutt.
Club to the back with a head there and an elbow to the heart.
Oh wait, Sonia Jackson with an arm drag.
Jackson fighting back somehow, someway, pulling out whatever she's got left from the very nether regions of her soul. Sonia Jackson has fight left. A knee to that spine. Prone position.
Big trouble.
Ready. Waiting. Delivered. DDT.
however. Clemens very far into those ropes.
Well, the almost glorious DDT could be over. 2. Yes!
She still had enough time to get the victory.
Sonia Jackson.
Oh, but Clemens with a big kick.
Oh, what a shot again.
Jackson perhaps wisely exiting the ring here.
Why wouldn't she, Erwin? She's just taken the lead in this Women's Heavyweight Championship matchup. If she can stay away from the Giant, she will become the new Heavyweight Champion of the world.
Create a bit of space, get your breath back, go in and attack for the last 5 minutes. However, no chance there. Wait, hang on a second.
Oh, what athleticism! What athleticism by Jackson!
And throws her into the ring apron. The LED screen on the side there.
I think one of the legs of Clemens might have actually hit the ring post, Erwin, but she's recovered well.
Sunset flip! I think Cole Albert Clemens' head scraped the ring post on the way down there. Count of 4 now as this thing has gotten ugly.
Well, we always knew it would. Oh, this rivalry has gotten personal between Jackson and Cole Albert Clemens. Jackson battled all the way back to the top of the rankings. And this is the prize that she won.
Count of 7 and Sonia Jackson decides to go back in the ring.
Clemens laughed, Erwin. She laughed when she found out that Sonia Jackson was her #1 contender. Will she be laughing
9.
now?
Fails to answer the call.
Oh my God, she did not answer
Jackson
the call of 10.
Has just gained a 2 lead advantage.
The fans have just realised what happened.
Oh,
I've just realised
elbow.
what's happened. It's 5-3. Jackson may have just snuck a victory right here, Owen.
6 minutes are remaining on the clock, and Cole Albert Clemens' title reign is slipping away. Again, the knees in effect.
Quadruple knees by Sonia Jackson. Double knee. Going for a pin. 1, 2. Yes,
No. Well, it's a set of 2 doubles. The double.
Also, no, let's not get into the semantics right now. We've still got 5 minutes of this bad boy to get through.
Well,
Jackson
Sonia
and Clemens.
Jackson. Oh,
Hurricane Rana.
This is like watching Rome build its empire just for it to be burnt away. Sonia Jackson with the lead.
Oh, corkscrew moonsaults. Take that.
Going for the pin.
Surely not. Yes.
It's now 6-3.
This isn't a fight, Erwin, it's an execution. Sonia Jackson could be about to slay the Giants.
Yeah, Cole Albert Clemens has just dropped in a bad way. Perhaps the stamina finally too much, although both these women slowing down. And just under 5 minutes are still remaining, but Sonia Jackson still a step too fast.
What a lariat! Where is she getting this from? Where is she getting this energy from? Listen to those fans.
They want to see it.
Every single person is on their feet.
I don't know if Clemens has what it takes to get 3 victories back in 4 minutes. It could be 4 victories here. No! Clemens at least stopping the onslaught for now.
Knee to the spine. Every shot of Jackson being cheered with aplomb.
And again, going to the middle rope here.
Going for that Jackson Rana again, Erwin. Yes,
there
it is.
Successful again.
Second time that move's connected. The first time it got her a pin. Too close to the ropes perhaps this time. But does she need it? She's 6-3 up. And Cole Albert Clemens is 3.5 minutes away from losing her women's championship. If she doesn't get her shit together real quickly.
It doesn't hurt to get more and more of a lead if you can, just to make sure, in case anything drastically bad happens toward the end of the match. What a lead Jackson suddenly has in what was such a close match only 2 minutes ago.
It was incredibly close, but I suppose that shows just how quickly it can change. If Jackson can get 2 pins in 2 minutes, and so can Clemens, but she needs to be quick.
Well, that's it. Clemens essentially has the same amount of minutes as pinfall she has to get, and it's not looking good. Crucifix.
Crucifix, that's a great point, Erwin. She needs a pin a minute, essentially.
And that time is ticking away.
Oh,
the knees.
The quadruple knees. Oh, what a shot. Or shots. 2. Yes!
Yes, 7-3.
It seems no one kicks out of those double knees, Erwin. It's 7-3 for Sonia Jackson.
Oh, Cole Albert Clemens coming back, but perhaps too little too late.
Oh,
not for long either.
Oh.
Jackson is cementing her championship victory here.
Well, yes, let us just bow.
I mean,
let's just
surely
take a minute here. Surely, you are, I mean, come on, Erwin. It's 2 minutes and 35 seconds away. We have a new women's champion in everything but name right now.
Well, yeah, I don't care what kind of optimist you are. You cannot tell me that Cole Albert Clemens is going to come out on top here. Oh.
This will be the greatest comeback in wrestling history if Cole Albert Clemens wins this one.
Oh, most definitely.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not sure what CAC had in mind there. She's pulled Jackson away from the ropes. Another big leg drop. Surely now needs a pin. Her shoulders are down. Shatopek should have been counting there. Clemens electing not to take the pin. Maybe she knows. Maybe she knows it's too late, Erwin. Maybe she just wants to try and inflict some pain now on Sonia Jackson.
Well, she's setting up again. Samoan drop.
Christ. She already could have had a pin, Erwin. That leg drop put Jackson down.
Yeah,
that was just sheer benevolence there by Cole Albert Clemens too. It's over.
3.
There we go. 7-4.
7-4. Closing the gap, but I believe there is surely not enough time.
Just DDT from nowhere. DDT from absolutely nowhere by Jackson. Kick to the gut, 1 move later, CAC down, 2, 8-4.
My word, just proving a point now.
Whoever saw this one coming? How close was this matchup? And is it close now?
Well, it's a very good question. I don't think it's even in the same ballpark. I mean, what a change from start to finish.
12 pins overall, no count outs. Oh, excuse me, 11 pins overall, 1 count out, no submissions. This match has pretty much had it all, except a tap out. Can Jackson get a submission? Not even going for it, going for a pin instead. CAC's had enough. She just wants this night to end. That is 9-4. Cole Albert Clemens could have kicked out of that, in my opinion.
Yeah, most definitely. Perhaps dejected, however.
Big lariat, basically telling her if she gets back up, she's going to knock her on her ass.
A bit of a change of heart there. But again, too little,
May have
too
got
late.
the last shot.
In the last 10 seconds.
Saying thank you to these fans. Staying well away from Jackson. She's had enough.
Yeah, look at
I
that.
think Cole Albert Clemens is going home. Sonia Jackson has won this match in emphatic manner here tonight. 9-4. And until in and around the 4-all mark, Erwin, 3 or 4-all mark, it was very, very close. And then suddenly Sonia Jackson just came from nowhere, and the extra piece of energy just came out the bag, and Cole Albert Clemens just had no answer for it.
Yeah, the count out, 2 victories after that. What a match to kick Riot 8 off here tonight. The Women's Championship changes hands. in phenomenal fashion.
Indeed, Sonia Jackson was laughed at by the former champion. Well, tonight at Riot 8, she holds her title above her head. Sonia Jackson is the new N.E.W Women's Heavyweight Champion of the world. Listen to that roar!
And well,
Chitopa officially hands the belt over to Jackson, who snatches it right off Chitopa. But did you hear that roar?
Yeah, what an ovation for Sonia Jackson here tonight, the new N.E.W Women's Champion.
Almost blew the roof off the Orion Arena. What a start to Riot 8.
Absolutely, and everyone's now got to follow that.
Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have a United States title match, a TLC, between Brad Morse and Warlord. The two former members of the Enforcers will cross paths tonight for Brad Morse's much coveted United States title. This could be an absolute bloodfest, Erwin.
Yeah, I mean, Brad Morse has been coming out and speaking very confidently about this match, thinking that it's going to be a walk in the park, not necessarily saying more that what you've seen is B+ Brad Morse. What he's bringing tonight is A+ Brad Morse, and if that's the case, Warlord could find himself in hell here tonight. But
if that's Brad Morse means that he hasn't been at his best over his current United States Championship run. And now with the oh, wait a minute.
Hang on a second.
Wait a minute, it's Casey Judge. Speak about former Enforcers. Here's another here tonight. Casey Judge doesn't have a match here at Riot 8. He has no right to be here. Why is Casey Judge here, Erwin?
Who knows?
What business does Casey Judge have here in Liverpool tonight?
Well, I can only presume we're about to find out.
Well, I hope he's got his checkbook with him, because this is going to cost him a fine from Adrian Goldman. Well, Casey Judge with some controversial words for you, Erwin, here tonight. Casey Judge claiming that this main event, our main event for the World Heavyweight Championship here tonight, is a travesty. Casey Judge claims it's been overlooked, claims he should be the main event. Your response, sir?
My response is, does he want any cheese with that wine? The last time I saw Casey Judge, his shoulders were down and I pinned him 1, 2, 3. That's why I'm here tonight. So the idea that he deserves some kind of title shot is ludicrous in my eyes.
Well, Casey Judge clearly does not agree. Casey Judge will be watching that main event, I am sure, very, very closely here tonight. Designs on the World Heavyweight Championship. Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Casey Judge's side, we have what should be a phenomenal United States Championship match between Warlord versus Brad Morse for the United States Championship. And oh yeah, it's a TLC. Yeah, Warlord and Brad Morse, who had never been friends, never liked each other. They may have been partners once upon a time, but it was a marriage of convenience. You know it, I know it. These two guys flat out hate each other.
Yeah, it comes across that way. After all is said and done, these two seemingly have never liked one another. Have always wanted an excuse to go at one another, and now Warlord has become the #1 contender for the United States Championship.
Well, I was talking to Brad Morse earlier tonight before the start of this show, and he gave me full permission to tell this tale online. Or to reveal this information online, so I don't feel guilty about telling you that a lot of my talent relation issues early into my coming into the N.E.W was to do with these two men. Warlord and Brad Morse were constantly, and I do mean constantly, at each other's throats. The Enforcers did everything they could to keep that under wraps. It was only when we started to comment on the fractions of the group that they publicly admitted it.
Doomed from the start then. Now going solo. Warlord, of course, always hiring an entourage to escort him to the stage.
Well, let's face it, the Warlord has created his fair share amount of enemies, and this extra security is to basically make sure that none of the people he's screwed over in the past come back to come find him.
Well,
the Warlord,
a long walk to that stage, so I can't say I blame him.
6'2", 255 pounds, from Akron, Ohio, the former television champion. Of course, that championship no longer exists. It's been replaced by the long-standing United Kingdom Championship,
which of course the Reaper will defend here tonight, and we still have no idea who he's eating the ring
That's
with.
A great point tonight. I mean, of course the Reaper will defend his United Kingdom Championship tonight against 7 men. He has absolutely no idea who he could be facing, and neither do we. It will be an 8-man elimination style matchup, and the only person we absolutely know who's in it, Erwin, is the Reaper.
Yeah, Adrian Goldman basically saying, fine, you want a challenge, here's a challenge. And well, yeah, the Reaper's got his hands full tonight. Well, so does Brad Morse.
Well, yeah, we got to get through this one alive first. 87 days, incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, was Warlord's television championship run. He held that title for quite a considerable amount of time. That's an impressive run in a single run there.
Absolutely phenomenal run.
It's a fighting champion, if I remember rightly, as well, was Warlord.
Yeah, very up for the challenge. Zach Fuller, of course, being the one to finally topple him.
Or Brad Morse, the champion, 5'10", 240 pounds from Greenwich, Connecticut. He is a 2-time United States champion. Morse code on his t-shirt. Yeah, I'm not telling you what it says.
Yeah, use that old walkie-talkie you've got up in the loft with it all written down on it to go and figure out what that t-shirt says. Brad Morse, of course, without the championship around his waist, as it is currently suspended above the ring.
Oh yeah, the United States Championship is on a tether. It's secured by those pesky clasps.
Yeah, which makes it just that little bit harder to get off than normal. You know, usually you see people just unhook the belt from like essentially a clothes hanger. That is not the case here. There are actually locks keeping that belt in place that you have to fiddle with to get loose. They're not the easiest thing to mess around with. Not even as simple as a carabiner.
sadistic in my opinion, but Brad Moss there hightailing it out of the ring as this match is underway.
Going straight for that ladder.
It's interesting to know
right
as well.
There.
Oh,
fans in the front row should think about stepping back now that ladder's in place so soon.
I believe Bob Turner, our EFW senior official, is officiating this one, Owen. It's a big match for him tonight.
Oh, what a shot.
Big hard shot
Well,
to Brad Moss.
Gets a bit of an easier time than Chitopa, as he doesn't have to be in the ring for this match.
Well, I think that's why I've let Turner do it, to be fair. He can't cause any trouble if he's not in the
let's
ring.
hope he doesn't fall asleep at ringside, but my God, onto the side of the ladder!
Sweet Jesus, you see, Judge, you see, excuse me, Moss, cradling his back there. Warlord. Vicious manoeuvre on the champion who is fighting through the pain.
Bulldog though, as he returns, there's a chair in play now. This is getting dangerous. Of course, TLC.
It was always going to be dangerous, Erwin.
Brad Moss winding up a huge shot to the face.
Hard right hand there by Brad Moss, the current champion now. Knows what he'll have to absorb here tonight to come up victorious against a monster in the Warlord. I mean, Brad Moss is not a small man by any stretch of the imagination, but he is dwarfed by the Warlord, Erwin.
Warlord clashing with those steps there, but fighting back himself.
Using his head quite literally there. The Warlord with a swift headbutt to Brad Moss, which knocked him bandy for a few seconds there, but he went right back to those clubbing blows as the Warlord was looking for some weapons, and a backbreaker for his trouble.
Brad Moss currently on a streak of offense here, wearing down Warlord.
That patented GBH neck wrench, Erwin. Tried by many, perfected by few.
Looking for a scoop slam. Oh, Warlord counter.
DDT. Beautiful inverted DDT there by the Warlord. Kick to the back of the spine by Moss, and again,
and of course,
taking its time against the champion.
This could go on forever out here. But of course, it's got to finish with a ladder in that ring. Warlord just manhandling Brad Moss now. Oh, what a shot. Oh,
German suplex.
Almost taking Moss out of his boots somehow. Moves out of the way.
What a great shot that is, Erwin. What a great shot that was. Those two men fighting on the outside. Yeah, you see it again. United States Championship.
Just
high above the ring.
Well, Moss this time somewhat dazed, looking for weaponry, not realising.
Oh, and another shot by Warlord.
Has a chair in hand. Going to work on the champion here. Moss catching it that time. And again, the front row might want to think about ducking, yes.
Oh, what a backdrop by Brad Moss onto Warlord, barely missing that chair, Erwin. Oh, this one's gone ugly real quickly. They've spent more time on the outside than they have in the ring.
Well, again, with these two, it does not surprise me. There's been quite a lot of words come out of Brad Moss' mouth recently that Warlord wants to prove wrong, and Brad Moss needs to live up to. Oh, what's he got in mind here? Oh my word!
Good God, using the entire weight of Moss, all 240 pounds, and ramming the body of Warlord into the security barrier.
Warlord dodging the kick though.
You'll notice that art stays in place.
Slam right onto the chair.
Sweet Jesus, right on that steel chair. We make a policy of not injuring legendary commentators in N.E.W. Which is a relief, personally.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Warlord now looking for more toys, Erwin.
Thankfully that table seemingly being used as a spare tonight. I'm not going down there. Hell no.
Hell, you've got a match yourself tonight.
Oh, exactly, that's the only time I'm getting close to that ring. Oh, Warlord just slumped over that barricade.
Gut wrench.
And now
right over that barricade. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Is it going to be used as a weapon? Of course it is!
Close your eyes if you're squeamish. This one's gonna get real ugly now.
Oh, right to the head.
What a shot by Moss.
Now slides the ladder in.
Steel to skull.
Has he done enough to retain the championship? Warlord already back to his knees.
Could you imagine what would go through the head of the Warlord if Brad Moss was successful in his first attempt to get the United States Championship?
Well,
could you imagine the psychological effect on Warlord?
Going for that shot, Warlord's seen him.
Needs to be quick.
Giving Brad Moss a bit of time to play with those clasps. Brad Moss seen him attend.
Oh, here we go. It's a slugfest.
Warlord
2
won
shots.
The first shot.
3. Fought by the Warlord. Moss still hangs on. The 5th will set him free. Warlord now goes for the championship.
Working on those clasps as Brad Moss
is reeling.
Tries to pull himself up. Gets to his feet.
Tremendous athlete, Brad Moss. An absolute thoroughbred here in the NEW.
Oh, Warlord took a little longer to respond, but blocked that one.
God, what a right hand.
The champion, blocked.
Fighting on the top of the ladder, exchanging blows. Moss gets the better hand over the giant Warlord.
And now Brad Moss
goes for that title again.
And it's always so tense when they're fiddling.
You just don't know when it will end. You just don't know how secure those clasps will be.
Moss is getting a good lead
how
here.
How close away is Moss away from history?
Warlord now dragging himself to his feet. Does he have the time? He's going up the other side again. Slow though, but Brad Moss stops playing around. Waits for him. Oh!
Slamming his head right on that ladder, Erwin, head first into the steel again.
And well, that could very well be it for this US Championship match.
Moss was waiting for him that time. Warlord chose a direct approach, and it cost him. Will it cost him dear? Will it cost him the United States Championship?
Again, Moss has had plenty of time. Warlord, again.
Could this be a tactic by the Warlord, letting Moss weaken those clasps? We've seen that before. No, it isn't.
Well,
no, it is not.
If it was, it didn't succeed. Brad Moss, as you say, still United States champion.
My word! As quickly as it started, this match is over. Brad Moss retains the United States Championship against his bitter enemy, the Warlord, in a brutal but quick TLC match here tonight. What a victory by Brad Moss.
What a match. And now, of course,
it gets personal. We're going to take a look at the rivalry here between the two brothers, ripped apart at the hands of the demon from Fleet Street, the Reaper. They are worthy of a shot. And you have to wonder how much influence Snake has had on this decision tonight. They've only actually had one match before this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait a minute. The Brotherhood not happy that they've got a shot. But they've been seen, yes they have been seen. Into the Brotherhood's corner. Makes a tag again, and then quick tag here. Moonsault. Vega is out. Picks up Marty. Oh, it's the weave. Busted up. Opens Marty. This could be all right here. 2. Yes. It's 1-all.
You've got to think,
Clap in the face.
Precious.
Even must be fresh. It's been up in the ring apron for 3 quarters of this match. 2. That's exactly how they want. Because we have new tag team champions. What a ladder match this is going to be. And we await, well, one of the craziest son of a bitches to ever enter an N.E.W ring, Zach Fuller.
Well, hang on.
Oh, what?
That's not Zach Fuller.
The Reaper from the very pits of hell himself is here.
Oh, but walking into Marty here could be trouble.
Goes
out
out
onto the ladder.
Fear the Reaper!
Oh my word! What's this? Marty's got it.
A 2-time tag team champion and a former UK champion and a TV
Well,
champion.
hang on
By
a
the way,
second.
oh, wait a minute. Oh, what? What the hell, the Reaper interrupting? And why the hell did I not expect this? The cheap shot.
And there it is.
Oh, good lord, if the Euromaggie wasn't enough, that was the explanation point. This one's over. Oh, come on, the match is over. You don't need to do this. Come on, you've already been in fair and square. There's no real need for this. We need some security down here. You cannot keep doing this. Oh my god, another Euromaggie by the Reaper. Why is Nate just watching his brother be destroyed? He's right there. He's completely ignoring what's going on here. What the hell is this about?
I do not get what's going on here.
Another deadly Reaper driver. My god, what a maneuver.
Interestingly, not busting out the Dominator this time.
He didn't need to, he's just thrived his head into steel twice. We've got a new United Kingdom champion.
Wait a minute. Well, we saw Nate come out here before and basically say that he...
Oh, good lord, no.
He wants nothing to do with his brother anymore.
No, the brothers...
It's all about the Reaper.
Good lord, the brothers Maddie and Nate, former tag team champions, are beating the holy hell. Oh dear word, beating the holy hell out of each other at the back. Wait a minute.
That's his own music, but
it can't be Maddie. We've already seen him tonight, which can only mean one thing. Where is Nate? Where is his brother? Man, he doesn't seem to know what to make of this.
Oh wait a minute.
No, oh my god! Shatapa didn't see it. Right to the head. Oh my god, well.
Oh wait, hang on a second. Oh, double underhook suplex, but oh wait, what's this? It's Nate. Distracted by his brother. This is no disqualification, and Nate is just demolishing Marty. My God.
It's Marty and Nate. It's the Brotherhood colliding again. Of course, Nate siding with the Reaper and these two brothers. Torn apart by the Reaper, now fighting backstage. Well, these two guys can expect a phone call and a hefty fine from Adrian Goldman. I can promise you that both of these brothers have not heard the last of this. No one will interfere in this backstage brawl. With fears for other people's safety, it will continue until one of the brothers knock the other one out. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's been ugly. It's been personal. This rivalry is family orientated. Marty versus Nate. No titles on the line. This one's personal. Brother versus brother.
A hell in a cell to prevent the Reaper getting involved.
Hell in a cell.
He doesn't have enough on his plate tonight. Nonetheless. Oh, I can't believe we've actually reached this point.
I can't believe it's come to this. Marty, 6'1", 220 pounds, from Denver, Colorado, former United Kingdom champion Erwin, former TV champion, of course, former tag team champion with his brother Nate. Marty, a very accomplished young man in his own right.
And this was one of the strongest tag teams in N.E.W, and something went awry. And now this man's brother sides with the dark side. The demon himself, the Reaper. You've got to feel for Marty in this situation. A lot of questions still remaining unanswered. I don't think he's even going to get them here tonight.
Absolutely no way on earth will we have any answers to any questions of any puzzles here tonight. I promise you that. I'm sorry to disappoint anyone, but this one is just going to be a fight. Nate has changed. Nate is not the same young man I helped sign 6 years ago in N.E.W. I'm sorry, this young man is a completely different person to the guy he was a mere 2 months ago, Erwin. This guy I don't recognise.
Possessed. Purely possessed.
Nate, 6'1", 220 pounds, from Denver, Colorado, and I think you might be right, Erwin. The Reaper has some form of control, some ungodly control over this young man.
And now the cell lowers. For what? I don't even know what to expect here between
I never thought
two.
I'd see this match. I never wanted to see this match. Nate versus Marty, brothers, one-on-one, Hell in a Cell, DDT by Nate. No mercy on Marty.
Marty, of course,
None expected, I think, Erwin.
Somewhat hesitant throughout this, not knowing why. His brother has turned on him.
Oh, atomic drop there by Nate. An old school atomic drop. Marty didn't want to fight his brother. Marty didn't want any part of this new attitude of Nate's, and has been dragged into this Hell in a Cell match against his will, but now has to fight for his life because Nate doesn't care. Nate wants to hurt his own brother.
Well, yeah, he said it several times when he's come out here.
Wants to end his own brother's career at the request of the Reaper.
And looks to do so. Another DDT.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the Reaper's a dominant force in the N.E.W. Anyone who says differently is just kidding themselves. But why did he need to do this? What possible reason is there for this?
Tearing a family apart, but again, Nate is going along with this for whatever reason. Snap suplex.
Tremendous snap suplex there by Nate, going right back to his brother.
Marty
right back on the attack.
No offense whatsoever here so far.
I think he's still hesitant to fight his brother. I don't think Marty wants to be here, Erwin.
No, I think you're right.
Russian
going for a pin.
Leg sweep off. Kick out after one. The competitive spirit is still there. You don't become a former UK, former TV, former tag team champion without a competitive spirit. Marty has everything in abundance to be a future world champion, in my opinion. He just doesn't want to fight his brother, Erwin.
That's completely understandable. However, Nate is bringing the fight whether Marty wants it or not. Goal! Flying clothesline off the apron.
Dear Christ, what a shot. What a lariat right across the neck. It's your own flesh and blood, man. Right across the head of Marty. Alright, fun is fun, but this isn't right. This match just shouldn't have happened.
Well, I think Marty's finally snapped. A big shot to his brother there.
Neckbreaker, finally fighting back. Marty has had enough, and how much could any man be expected to take? And now is wailing Erwin on his own brother, armbreaker.
Well, this crowd is completely behind him, and I can't blame them either.
Marty screaming, "You want a fight? I'll give you a fight." Oh, scoop slam with authority to Nate.
Marty starting to explode here in the only non-title matchup of the night.
Possibly, Erwin, the most personal match of the night.
Well, yeah, you've kind of got to think Nate wants to get, Marty, wants to get over this road bump so he can get back on track to that N.E.W title. I mean, he's in the rankings now. It's a huge opportunity for him.
It is a tremendous opportunity, but sometimes family comes first, and this is personal, Erwin. Nate needs to be taught a lesson or brought to his senses. But he's fighting back against his brother. What a kick to the sternum.
Yeah, dodges that.
Block the second. Oh, takedown there. Judo takedown there by Marty.
Looking to end this.
It's the Denver Crab, Erwin. The submission manoeuvres the brothers developed.
Yeah, because he didn't quite have the arm lock that usually begins that.
I don't think he had the heart. Where was the pullback? Where was the torque from Marty?
Oh, have to find that if he wants to put an end to this match.
He may have to accept that he may have to hurt his brother to end this match. Not just fight him, hurt him. Nate will not stay down. Nate is double A tough in his own right.
Well, yeah, both these brothers are. It's what made them such a good tag team. And the turn out of the blue.
It is the light versus the darkness. It's a Taylor's Orders time. It's a tornado DDT.
Marty again fighting back with little other choice. But Nate, who managed to get the outset of this match, still has something left. Still has a lot left by the looks of it.
Marty countered though and is on the top turnbuckle and hesitantly but determinedly is putting his brother into some serious trouble here. This is, oh wait a minute, no, come on. It's like a modified Samoan drop here. Oh,
just plummeting to the mat.
What impact. This could be it right here. Shitopa's down, slightly out of position. 2.
Oh, a kick out after 2. The battle of the brothers continues.
Elbows right to the head of Nate. Uncharacteristically out of position there, our senior official.
Probably a little bit cautious.
Well, I don't think anyone wants to witness two brothers beating the holy hell out of each other, Erwin, like we are witnessing here tonight. Oh, what a counter! What a follow-away slam! Went for that shoulder tackle and countered beautifully by Nate. That was phenomenal athleticism by Nate.
Great speed and awareness.
What a manoeuvre!
But Marty with the same, rolled out of the way. However, Nate again grabbing the hair. Whips him off the ropes. Leapfrog crossbody.
Again, that athleticism by Nate. It seems to be a case of anything you can do, I can do better. It's a measuring contest between these two brothers. Nate wants to prove he doesn't need his brother to be successful here in N.E.W.
And Marty trying to fight back.
Oh, what a counter again. Throwing his whole body into it, into that inverted DDT, a big knee right across the head of Marty.
Who is dazed here. Oh no. The Denver Crab.
Oh, this is it. This is how it's supposed to look.
Version.
Yes, that was
locked in.
There we go. Surely not when he tapped to his own submission maneuver. The move he helped create.
He has to tap, and he does.
My God. Nate has made his own brother submit to the move they helped create together on the orders of his master, the Reaper. Nate has beaten his brother.
I cannot believe that that is the way this story ends. The hell does this mean for Marty?
Marty has submitted to evil here tonight. Perhaps this truly proves that Nate truly belongs to the Reaper, to the Demon of Fleet Street. And there you see it, locking in that arm.
Pulling back, look at that.
What a
on the spine.
Vicious submission maneuver. Marty really had no choice after it was locked in. He knows how deadly how deadly that maneuver is. He helped create it, Erwin. These two brothers went the distance here tonight in a brutal Hell in a Cell.
Cell lifted. I can't believe what we've just witnessed, but another upsetting event in this story between these two brothers.
I don't think that one's over, Erwin.
Well, Marty, it can't be, surely.
Will be haunted by that submission. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to try and pull ourselves together here, because coming up next we have a great matchup for the women's tag team champions, and I believe, Erwin, it's going to be a tag team table matchup for the women's tag team championship.
Yeah, that's right, a tag table elimination match.
There's a lot of tag teams. Yeah, it should be a hell of a matchup between two of the best women teams here in N.E.W today.
Oh, let's not forget, these two teams are the ones that got through that tag tournament to face off for the titles when they were first introduced. Truth Force just coming short. Can they finally get their hands on those titles here tonight?
It's a very good point, Erwin. The Outlaws, of course, did defeat arguably the most successful combination in the women's division in N.E.W today, Diana Simmons and Alice Young. The Outlaws shocking the world when they did become the first ever women's tag team champions. Tonight, the rematch, table elimination for the tag team championship of the world. This could be a clinic in the hottest women's division in professional wrestling today.
We're wasting little time here.
The Orion Arena.
I'll say that the music's playing, but no sign of either of them yet.
Oh, making his way, it's clear. Here they go. Will not be rushed, will not be intimidated. Alice Young and Diana Simmons. Alice Young, 5'5", 132 pounds. Diana Simmons from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The master of the Tennessee Chicken Wing and the Brazilian Behemoth are an absolute force to be reckoned with here in the N.E.W.
Well, they've proven it time and time again. And once again, they've got this far. They've got their title match. But I bet the Outlaws were easy to remind them that this was not successful the first time round. However, it wasn't a table elimination match the first time round either.
That's a good point, Erwin. Very good point. Will that extreme stipulation favour True Force?
They are tough. They are deadly.
Well, I mean, how many women's titles do these ladies have between them?
But if any team has them scouted as best you can, you've got to feel it'd be the Outlaws. The lights have gone out here.
The lights have indeed gone out. Waiting the arrival of Lisa Chase and Psycho Sonia. This capacity crowd on their feet, awaiting the arrival of the Outlaws, the original lawbreakers of the N.E.W, the original rebels, still united, still together, the childhood friends, Lisa Chase, Psycho Sonia. Lisa Chase, 5'2", 125 pounds, Psycho Sonia, 5'3", 130 pounds. Both ladies from Blackpool, England. Not far down the road from Liverpool will be the hometown crowd here tonight. The two-time women tag team champions. Of course, Lisa Chase, also a former women's champion in her own right. Both these ladies tremendously successful as individuals, and now the first ever two-time women's tag team champions here in the N.E.W, Owen.
Well, yeah, incredible champions, but again, it's a little different this time round. It's all about getting your opponents through a table, and I don't know how you manage that with a behemoth like Diana Simmons.
Well, the Brazilian behemoth is a three-time women's champion in her own right, and an absolute colossus of this division. The foundation, if you will, of what this tremendous division were built are right there in Alice Young and Diana Simmons, and the young pretenders in Lisa Chase and Psycho Sonia, incredibly accomplished in their own right, but have to get past these two icons basically of N.E.W women's wrestling again tonight.
Of course, 30 minutes are on the clock. If it is a draw, the Outlaws retain.
This match will not be a draw.
Yeah, I'm hoping not.
I'm pretty confident of that. I'm going to see some ladies through tables here tonight. Oh my word. Alice Young with a massive suplex onto Lisa Chase.
True Force dominating the early moments of this matchup here. Not good for the champions.
Speaks volumes of the determination of all these women to be women's tag team champions.
Chase
put themselves in a match.
Too fast.
With so many factors of risk. The Brazilian behemoth looking to fly here. Waiting for Sonia to get right back up.
Yeah,
Alice Young
might be in the final line.
Oh my double axe handle off the middle rope there by the behemoth. What a suplex by Young. True Force are taking control of the Outlaws here, Erwin.
Yeah, Sonia sent to the outside. Chase though, trying to gain some offense, failed as Alice Young there was to cut her up. And Lisa Chase finds herself alone with True Force in that ring.
Hard shots and cheap pops.
Sonia coming in to save her tag team partner.
True Force. Oh, do not mess around. What a hurricane rounder there by Lisa Chase. Oh, shot to the back of the Brazilian behemoth, who was focusing on a tag team partner. Chase comes to save Psycho Sonia. The Outlaws work so well together as a team. That's why they are two-time women tag team champions, Erwin. That is why True Force have yet to beat them as a tag team.
Well, that's it. I mean, as you said, both of them have been women's champion before. Chase has had it 3 times. They're very well versed in that ring.
Chase and Young, who are 3-time women's champions. Diana Simmons, a 2-time women's champion. Psycho Sonia, a former women's champion. All these ladies very, very decorated in their own right. All these ladies want the honour of winning the N.E.W Tag Team Championships.
Young with a vicious kick to Chase.
Psycho Sonia
has found a table.
Unsurprisingly, the first woman to bring a weapon into this matchup was Psycho Sonia.
They come back to Hunter. Russian leg sweep right onto that table.
Well, if she does remember bringing that table into the ring after this match, she will regret it when she sees that footage. My God, what a Russian leg sweep right onto that table by the behemoth. Alice Young now taking it out of the tag team partner Lisa Chase. The Outlaws in serious trouble here. True Force with weapons in their hand, if it's possible, or even more deadly.
Yeah, big trouble here for the champions. Diana Simmons finding the other table.
You do not want to give Diana Simmons a table. That is a very bad idea. The sheer velocity of her bringing that table into the ring pushed the other table out the ring.
Oh, what a receipt!
In a big way, what a backdrop right onto the table. What a body splash by Young to Chase. This match is off the page already, and we're only 4.5 minutes into it. Not even that.
Oh wait, again though, Sonia could have set up her demise here. She put that table in that corner.
God, what a chop. Shades of the nature boy. What a chop.
Chase now. Fighting back against Alice Young.
You know what I
exploding here.
And you know what I call that? It's a wonderful chop. You know I'm going to get that over one day.
Well, perhaps. I doubt it though. That table in the corner. Diana Simmons alone in that ring. Oh wait.
Oh! Fireman's carry. Beautiful there by Simmons.
The numbers game.
Yeah, well, if anyone... I was about to say, if anyone can fight numbers, it's Diana Simmons, but I may have just been proven wrong there of that stiff left hand there by Lisa Chase, waiting for Young, but Young gets the better of her, right back into that table, face first she goes.
Bad place to be in a tables match.
Turn round by Young, might regret that. Oh, counters right back into the table by Chase.
Oh, big chop to the chest.
I think Psycho Sonia was going to try and whip Diana Simmons into the table on top of a tag team partner, but a tag team partner Chase got into the way, giving Diana Simmons the advantage there.
I think Chase has realised what's going on here and needs to think fast. Pushes the other table into the ring. Keeping an eye on Alice Young for a moment there. Deciding not to take on Simmons. Oh, but finds himself against that table. Could be in trouble here. Simmons set the other table. Oh,
Enziguri by Young. Oh my word, big leg drop across the face of Lisa Chase.
Chase as Diana Simmons with a Samoan drop on the outside there. While Alice Young is dissecting Lisa Chase in the ring.
Tremendous shot there. True Force seemingly taking control of Psycho Sonia and Lisa Chase.
Alice Young wanting to reposition that second table here.
Two tables in contention. Lisa Chase now the only line of defence left for the Outlaws, because Psycho Sonia is down and out by the looks of it here. Alice Young finally getting a few shots of her own by that table by Lisa Chase. Diana Simmons now focusing on her partner. Chases Sonia, who finally got back up but not right back down with that vicious shoulder tackle.
Chase going up on the middle row. Off! Completely oblivious to Simmons though.
Yeah, Diana Simmons just walked across her tag team partner Psycho Sonia and knocked Chase right off the top turnbuckle, who counters her into a table. Drop kick, no, not enough.
The table did not give.
It did not give. These are proper tables.
Alice Young
they're probably
being
thicker than the mats.
By Chase.
The Outlaws being booed here.
Yeah, that was a subtle change in emotion suddenly. Must have been something Psycho Sonia said then. They're counting along regardless. Raining thunder.
Hard shots. 10 swift, stiff left hands to Alice Young.
And Enziguri.
And there you see it again, this double team-like action from the Outlaws, masters of the Enziguri.
Diana Simmons is back. Sends Lisa Chase into the table. Another big chop.
The wonderful chop there by Diana Simmons.
What a super kick.
Well, if this was a normal match, this would be over, but this is not a normal match.
No, it is not. That table now in the hands of Diana Simmons.
I.e. very bad news for Lisa Chase.
Moves it from a different corner as she realised Sonia
got rid of the table.
Yeah, changing plans, I think. or at least moving it out the way temporarily there.
Just getting it out the way, out the reach of Diana Simmons. I don't think that's a bad tactic whatsoever there by Psycho Sonia, because Diana Simmons has gone on a rampage against Lisa Chase. Alice Young now finally recovers her senses to knock Psycho Sonia down. What an arm breaker that was.
Sonia all alone in that ring.
And you know what that means, don't you, Erwin? If Alice Young is weakening that arm, then how long is it until we're going to see that legendary Tennessee chicken wing?
Well, again, it won't win the match, but it'll surely weaken an opponent for their flight through a table.
Incapacitate, absolutely. That manoeuvre can knock people flat out by the sheer pain it causes.
No sign of Chase here.
I think Lisa Chase could be out cold. I know this is a table match, but oh no, wait a minute, she is starting to stir.
This has been 8 minutes so far.
8 minutes of absolute carnage.
Oh, Diana Simmons, I think, going for a powerbomb. Lisa Chase saved the day.
Yes, she did. I think Lisa Chase super kicked, literally super kicked Diana Simmons midway through a powerbomb. Alice Young responds with a huge backdrop momentarily.
And this is why I didn't want to be
distracted
at that
by the audience. Momentarily saving her part there.
Speared into the apron there.
God, what a match. Sheer brutality here tonight in N.E.W.
And a DDT. Sonia still in trouble on the inside though.
That wafer thin mat. Psycho Sonia is in deep, deep trouble. Diana Simmons slams her back into that mat, and surely it's a matter of time. That table in that corner, that far corner, must be weakened now, Erwin. It's taken a lot of punishment.
Well, Alice Young just took one to the head. And now Diana Simmons does. The Outlaws back in control here with a huge flurry of table shots.
Another boo. These fans are so conflicted.
Well, yeah.
One minute they're booing the Outlaws, the other minute they're cheering True Force, and vice versa.
It's a very bizarre scenario. Diana Simmons.
We're in Crazy Town tonight in N.E.W. Sonia, I think, just destabilised Simmons enough for her partner to counter. Lisa Chase there counters with that hard DDT, and now suddenly out of nowhere the Outlaws might have just taken control of this matchup.
Sonia with a drop kick.
Tries with a drop kick, inadvertently hit her partner as well, which is again giving Simmons the advantage. Missile drop kick right to the head of Psycho Sonia there by Alice Young.
And just as quickly the momentum shifts once again. Psycho Sonia once again alone in that ring at the mercy of True Force, and they have none.
Absolutely none whatsoever. No mercy, no quarter, no soul, arguably. True Force on a mission here.
2 tables now in 2 corners. Sonia collided with
Alice Young.
I don't think Diana Simmons realised where she was in the ring there.
Didn't mean to do that.
Finishes the journey.
An uncharacteristic mistake, wanted to make up for it. This
could
be it. T-bone suplex right through that table. We're going to see a replay of this. There you see it, my God. Better angle here. God, and again, that head of Psycho Sonia just crashing into that mat. That vicious T-bone suplex. Lisa Chase is on her own, Erwin.
Yeah, this does not look good for Lisa Chase, who dodges Alice Young there. Tried to put Diana Simmons through with a drop kick, but it was not enough.
Yeah, Lisa Chase knows that she's going to have to pull out every trick in the bag, every trick that made her a 3-time women's champion, because now she has the force, the true force of both the Brazilian behemoth, Diana Simmons, and the master of the Tennessee chicken wing, Alice Young.
Young could not believe her luck. But Chase is still fighting back, and again the numbers game. Oh no. Well, it could be all over right here.
God, it is. The snake eyes right through the other table, face first, goes Lisa Chase. You see Alice Young dancing around with glee. The Brazilian behemoth just ended this one emphatically. My God, what a manoeuvre
to end a brutal match.
A brutal end to a indeed and brutal confrontation between two great teams here, between the Outlaws and True Force, but finally, eventually, after clawing their way back into contention, True Force have added to their trophy cabinet, Erwin, with the N.E.W Women's Tag Team Championship. What a victory for Alice Young and Diana Simmons here tonight.
Yeah, they've finally got those titles in their trophy case. And the question now is, can the Outlaws climb the ladder once again to get another shot, or will it be a different team that get a go at those belts?
Well, the Outlaws, I'm sure, will want a rematch, but may have to battle for the honour. True Force are at the top of the women's tag team division, and then will intend to stay there. I guarantee you that. What a victory for True Force.
What a victory indeed.
Well, this is the mystery match, ladies and gentlemen, but it is a replay in an 8-man elimination match for the United Kingdom Championship. We're going to take a quick look at the destructive path of the Demon of Fleet Street, known as the Reaper. The Reaper from the very pits of hell himself is here! Destruction!
Oh, is anyone down the Dominator?
No! That's not!
There you have it, just a sample of the destruction that our current UK champion is willing to unleash. And this of course is an 8-man elimination match. We do not know who the other 7 competitors are. I can only assume the currently seeded rank 1 and rank 2 members will be a part of this match, but of course we just don't know. It could be champions in this match for all we know.
It's an absolute complete mystery, Erwin. Adrian Goldman has promised this man from the very pits of hell itself a challenge. The Reaper demanded one. Well,
yeah, he asked for it.
He did indeed ask for it, and that old saying goes, Erwin, be careful what you wish for. 5'9", 257 pounds. He is the current United Kingdom champion. He deems this title beneath him. He claims it's not worth his time. How disrespectful is that to United Kingdom Championship?
Well,
and
every championship beneath the N.E.W one he gives no care for.
He's also
a great disrespect.
Tremendous disrespect. He's also a former EFW heavyweight champion as well, Erwin. We can't deny that. But again, he's claimed he doesn't even want me to tell people this. He says it doesn't matter.
Again, yeah, that disrespect for any belt but the big one.
It's just it's a spit in the face of anyone who has any respect for this business, in my opinion.
Made very few friends. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, you're quite right, Erwin. He has made very few friends here in N.E.W. 70 days as EFW champion in a single run. 54 days currently as United Kingdom champion. He claims not to care about these titles, Erwin, but he does seem to hold them for quite some time.
Well, that's it. I mean, and look what it took to take that EFW championship from him. He'd already won the UK championship by that point.
It was title match after title match after title match. The powers of be of EFW were determined to get that world championship off the Reaper because he was heading to NEW. Could you have imagined EFW without a world champion?
Well, exactly. I mean, how would it have worked? It simply wouldn't have. I understand, but now that he's a champion, I mean, it's simply the lack of respect.
Well, Erwin, you'll never find a bigger advocate for EFW than me. But at the end of the day, it's a developmental territory. At some point, the natural progression of those wrestlers is to come to NEW. And the Reaper was completely unprofessional in every respect. Oh my, well, we can go back to that because Kevin Canyon is the first man here in this 8-man elimination match from the Militia, 5'7", 146 pounds from Allentown, Pennsylvania. A former European champion, I believe, Double K from the Militia, Erwin. A crazy man, let's be honest.
#1 contender for that title as it stands as well.
Well, that's a great point, Erwin. So that confirms that the #1 contender will be in this match, but it's not a singles match, it's an elimination styles match. And you know what? I actually think that may favour Cannon. I think he stands more of a chance of winning a title in a multi-man match than he would one-on-one against a Reaper, with due respect to Double K.
Well, I think that's a big part of this match, that one-on-one against the Reaper, you're very unlikely to come out as the victor. However, in a match like this, if the Reaper gets eliminated, we've got a new champion, and it's down to a battle of, well, not to take anything away from these guys, but more normal people. Wow. Well, there's the #2.
Oh yes.
So #1 and #2 are in this match.
I might have just changed my pick. It's Juan Gonzalez, Los Luchadores Espanol, 5'6", 220 pounds from Chihuahua, Mexico, a former cruiserweight champion in his own right, the mastermind between the five-time NEW Tag Team Champions, the greatest manager, aside from Snake, alive today, Juan Gonzalez. Yes! Could you imagine the after party if Juan Gonzalez wins this match, Erwin? Can you imagine the orgy of excitement from Los Luchadores Espanol?
I think we just lost our place on YouTube with that kind of exclamation. Nevertheless, yes, this is shaping up already to be one hell of a match. Kevin Cannon and Juan Gonzalez are in the ring. The Reaper, of course, the champion, already there as well, lurking at ringside, observing who his opponents are. This is the first time any of us have any clue who he's in the ring with.
Well, yes, coming up next. Oh, it's Quinn.
Well,
I believe that's Quinn's music, Erwin.
Sound like it. Yes,
it is.
The man from Melbourne.
Well, we've not seen this guy in quite some time.
Well, he took a challenge against the Reaper one-on-one, and to be fair, didn't do terribly bad. Didn't win, of course. No surprise there, but he gave him a run for his money. And
sorry to interrupt, but can I just? What the hell is this guy wearing? 6 foot, 243 pounds, in some of the most bizarre ring gear I've seen in quite some time. Wow. What the hell? Did that knock to the head from the Reaper do something to Quinn? He didn't look like that the last time I seen him.
Of course, another of many ex-members of the Enforcers. He's gone out and found his own style again, it seems. Well, Max Raddox questions that, it also seems.
Wow, Quinn really does need to find a new stylist. That is some shocking attire there by Quinn. Clearly suffering from a concussion against the Reaper at some point. My God. What were you thinking? Oh, wow. Sean Stevenson, my word, 5'11", 220 pounds. I'm getting shouted at by Adrian here from Hollywood, California. Sean Stevenson. Now that's more like, well, you know, Sean Stevenson in itself.
Yes, of course, former member of TMDC, trying to find his feet since leaving. Still all about money. There's nothing that I think will separate him.
That's why I've always liked Sean Stevenson. He's got his priorities right, Erwin. It's all about the Benjamins.
I hear he doesn't use pillows in his pillowcases. It is just piles of money that he sleeps on. That's how much he loves the stuff.
Have you ever been to Sean Stevenson's house? It's amazing.
I imagine it looks something...
that's a very expensive duvet, I can tell you that.
I imagine there's a lot of marble for some reason.
There's platinum. There's lots and lots of platinum.
Well, Sean Stevenson. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait a minute.
I know that music and the fans are not happy. The ever cocky, yet somewhat recently very focused Prodigy.
That's a very good point, Erwin. Lately, this man, the Prodigy, standing in at 5'11", 149 pounds from Bangor, Maine, has been on one hell of a roll. The most focused I have personally ever seen this young man. He's always claimed to be one step better. Lately, he's been proving it. Could this be a very big night in that young man's career? The Prodigy could be the wild card in this matchup, Erwin. It's elimination. Any of these guys have got equal chance, in my opinion.
Well, yeah,
this is the only kind of match that the Reaper's not a guaranteed favourite in.
Again, every single one of these people in this ring have their eyes on that UK Championship. Only 2 men left to enter.
I just realised that Quinn has a handlebar moustache.
You're questioning that now as well, aren't you? He's from Australia, leave him alone. He can do whatever the hell he pleases.
Well, he's clearly had too many 4Xs. My God. Anyway, the Prodigy absolutely could be the wild card in this one.
There's so many men in that
I've still
ring.
not sold on that dude's boots either, just for the record. Considering we're having a fashion half hour here in N.E.W. Oh, wow, yes! Now we're talking! The student of Cebu is here, 6 foot, 220 pounds from Phoenix, Arizona, a 2-time cruiserweight champion, a former hardcore champion. Thunder got all the credentials to go the distance here tonight, Erwin. What a pick for me this is. Thunder.
So much talent in that ring now. You must have picked at least half of them.
Hey, I go with the flow. I'm Max Raddox. Thunder though, my God, I've always liked Thunder.
Well,
I may have questioned him from time to time, but I've always liked him.
who's the last opponent of the Reaper here tonight.
I know who I think it should be. I believe in my heart of hearts it can only be one man. But I don't want to spoil it for the rest of you.
You don't know, do you?
No, not a clue.
Neither do I. Oh, wait a second. I don't believe it.
I do not believe this. Well, whose stupid idea was that? It's Wade Nelson, 6 foot, 240 pounds from Fargo, North Dakota, the former EFW heavyweight champion.
And the man who put away the Reaper.
Oh, now, yeah, the man with the Enziguri heard around the world. Oh my God, this is just a bad idea. This is a very, very bad idea. I just want it on record here, Owen. I had no part of this.
This is going to be very interesting indeed. I don't even know if that means Wade Nelson is part of N.E.W now.
Holy.
It may depend on his victory or lack of here tonight.
Wow, I'm genuinely surprised by the entrance of Wade Nelson here tonight. That has rendered me practically speechless.
What a match this is going to be. Shatopa,
you can barely see Shatopa in the ring.
In the mass. My God, I want that as a replay every time I wake up. And here we go.
Oh God, you've got to feel for Mike Shatopa in this one. Oh God, absolute carnage, chaos the call. The Prodigy taking on Juan Gonzalez. Wade Nelson with Thunder. I believe that's
Sean Stevenson.
Yeah, Sean Stevenson fighting with the style icon Quinn and the Reaper. Oh my word.
Kevin Cannon struggling against Quinn there. Thunder seemingly struggling against Wade Nelson as well.
Yeah, Thunder and Nelson have had their history, of course, in that elimination chamber. My God, what a display those two put on, as did every man in that match.
And of course, if this somehow goes on for an hour, the Reaper returns. I hope that is not the case.
Oh, look at this, risking it all here for a little bit of old school. Goes the Reaper. Shades of the icon, the Undertaker there. There are shades of the Phenom in this kid, the Reaper.
Yeah, that terrifying underworld-esque presence comes along with it, it seems.
Could you imagine if he had a career half as dominant as the Dead Man? We could be seeing this kid for a long, long, long time. Off my word, rights, lefts, rights, lefts. Off my word, big uppercut there. Big uppercut by the champion to Wade Nelson. I bet the Reaper has not forgot about that Enziguri. Juan Gonzalez now doing what Los Luchadores do, baby.
Oh yeah, the Reaper now that he's
sweet gig. Completely toying with the fans there. Yes, Hurricane Rana, there it is. Just kicking him into a better position than the veteran. Beautiful maneuver by Los Luchadores manager, excuse me, Juan Gonzalez.
And still quite chaotic to call here. Oh, Quinn choking the life out of Kevin Cannon, utilising the ropes there.
Quinn Campley there, choking out Double K.
Gonzalez has a stump puller locked in, but Prodigy has broken free.
Juan Gonzalez and the Prodigy now fighting between each other. My God, what a drop kick there by Thunder.
Oh, from the middle rope there from the Reaper.
God. Backdrop there by Juan Gonzalez onto the Prodigy. Double K and Quinn still fighting amongst themselves. The Reaper has brought himself into that confrontation in a big way.
Oh, Quinn being the first one with any offense on the Reaper, I think.
Backdrop. What a backdrop by Quinn, hard right hand. Quinn is looking focused, but is clearly in a lot of pain here with his back as well with that attack early on by Double K and Juan Gonzalez. Going in for a suplex here on the champion counters.
Shatopa better move. Oh, he does just in time.
Shatopa's got nowhere to go. Mike's arguably the most hardcore referee in wrestling today.
I don't even know what he has, what he's even thinking, signing himself up for this one. He could have at least sat on the outside, but no, Mike's right in there in the thick of it.
He was where he was meant to be. The Reaper seems quite focused on the referee at the moment, staring down Mike Shatopa, who's staring right back at him.
No, he's not staring at Shatopa.
Oh, wait a minute.
He was waiting for Quinn to get up.
Oh!
And there's the first dominator of the night.
Well, elimination ruling. First blood.
No!
Oh, no, what a kick out.
Oh, that could have been foolish. Unless Quinn's got something to follow that one up, that could have been foolish.
Oh, double axe handle.
Oh, but the collision there from Sean Stevenson and Juan Gonzalez.
Wade Nelson on the top rope, looking to fly. Double K in trouble. Oh, misses with the elbow. Double K counters. What's he got left in the tank? Absolute carnage. Hurricane rather. By Nelson on the double K.
Quinn taking down the Reaper again. Oh, off, but cut off just as easily.
What an uppercut there by Quinn. But despite my mocking of his attire, has put up a hell of a fight against the United Kingdom champion here tonight. I take it all back, Quinn.
Stands in amongst the middle of all this.
Oh, what a shot by the Prodigy there. Onto Juan Gonzalez. Big backdrop.
Oh, fall away slam. Again, so chaotic in this ring at the moment.
Going for a pin.
And Quinn has been eliminated.
There we go. Finally, after that big fall away slam by the Reaper, Quinn is down. First blood goes to the champion. Prodigy wasting too much time on that middle rope. Gets a slam from his trouble by the Reaper. Prodigy on the other. Drop kick to Thunder. What a manoeuvre. Sean Stevenson is out for the count by the looks of it.
Oh yeah, Reaper seeing that. Just a massive bodies. Oh.
No! Yeah, Juan Gonzalez, Thunder, Sean Stevenson all on the ground. Reaper, the Prodigy, Double K, the dominant men right now. Oh, big elbow by Double K to Wade Nelson. Oh, what a kick by Thunder to the Prodigy.
Oh, Gonzalez interrupting a battle between, well, not so much a battle, the attack of the Reaper on Sean Stevenson. Wade Nelson looking to eliminate Kevin Cannon in the other corner. I think too close to the ropes.
Yeah, I think Shatopa's called a rope break there. But called by Mike there. Good running DDT by the Reaper onto Sean Stevenson, and the quicker they can get that guy out of this match, the better. Oh, what a drop kick. Juan Gonzalez on the ground. Taking on Thunder here is Stevenson, doing quite a good job of it.
Unfortunately for the Prodigy, the Reaper has found him. Going back to that old school again, big risk. Juan just watching on now.
Oh, what a leg drop. From the man from Hollywood.
Oh, suckered Juan in there, I think, with an elbow.
Oh, God, big missile drop kick there back to Juan Gonzalez. Showing no intimidation to the Reaper. No, he did not counter.
Oh, wait. Overbalanced the suplex, though.
Oh, wait a minute. Stevenson doing to Thunder. Oh, never mind that.
Oh, it's been split up by Prodigy.
It's like a submission-like manoeuvre there. Off.
Oh, Juan Gonzalez in trouble.
Oh my God, what a backdrop. What a standing Uramagi, excuse me. 2-0 Double K.
The Reaper was waiting for Shatopa to finish that count before one of his own, but the Prodigy's also got Stevenson pinned. Both kick out.
I think that was a double count there by Shatopa. I think Shatopa was actually counting that as a count for both men.
Oh, the Prodigy deciding to go for the Reaper there.
Oh, what a Hurricane Rana there by Double K. Absolute carnage. Start thinning these bodies out a little. 53 minutes remain. Stevenson and Thunder. Oh, what a DDT by Stevenson. Goes for a pin here on Thunder, who could be in big trouble. Shatopa's down. 2. No. Thunder kicks out 2.9. That was ridiculously close there. Stevenson's are pulling up a big upset to one of the firm favourites in this match. Thunder's in big trouble. Oh.
So is the Prodigy. Another Uranagi. Wade Nelson. Oh, I thought he was caught by Cannon there.
Tornado DDT, the Double K, the pin by the Reaper. Yes. Prodigy is out. Second pin by the Reaper.
Sean Stevenson looking to eliminate Thunder and does.
Stevenson eliminates Thunder. That battle's been going on for quite some time now, Erwin. Stevenson getting the better of Thunder on a couple of occasions there, enough to keep the big man down. That's a big upset in my opinion. They're dropping like flies now. Wade Nelson getting a 2.5 on Double K. The swift kick by Stevenson.
Oh yeah, we're nearing the 10-minute mark. Exhaustion is kicking in.
Standing moonsault there by Nelson. Tremendous athleticism. Thunder furious but out.
Gonzalez working on the Reaper here. Wearing down those extremities.
Yeah, the Reaper in trouble now is Ryan Gonzalez. Maybe getting the better of him on a technical level. The Reaper not faced anything quite like Ryan Gonzalez before. DDT. Wade Nelson getting the better of Double K. Sean Stevenson taking a little bit of a rest, and I don't blame him. The surprise package in this match by a long way, in my opinion, is Sean Stevenson.
Gonzalez again working on the arms.
Oh, Schoolboy there.
Oh, Schoolboy, beautiful.
Beautiful counter. Oh,
however, did not get the 3.
Hard shots.
Gonzalez. Oh wait, the Reaper fighting back.
Sheer chaos.
5 men remain. The champion is still in it.
Yes, he is. Eliminating 2 men in the process, Erwin.
Looking for a 3rd. Has Gonzalez set up?
Dominator. Nelson's down though for a pin on Stevenson.
Stevenson kicks out.
Shatopa's down for the pin. Yes.
Gonzalez is out.
On Gonzalez. Gonzalez is gone.
Oh, Wade Nelson's in trouble.
Oh!
His former enemy.
I was waiting for this. I was waiting for the Reaper to zone in on Nelson. I'm amazed it's took this long. We are down to 3. Insecurity by Double K onto Stevenson. That could be all right there for Sean Stevenson, who's had a tremendous performance in this match so far. 2. Yes, it's over. Double K has knocked out Stevenson.
It's down to 3.
Now it is down to 3.
Oh, what a suplex.
Double K and the Reaper and Wade Nelson left. Oh, what a counter by the Reaper. And a shot to the head of Double K. What a kick back. Russian leg sweep. Nelson regained his sentence. Will Double K and Wade Nelson team up on the Reaper to eliminate the Demon?
I imagine so.
If they've got any sense, they will.
Oh, Wade Nelson was caught there.
Oh. And the Reaper knows all about counters from Wade Nelson.
Using that body as cover there.
And got one of his own.
Oh, wait.
Oh, double K. Reverses the Bulldog. Counters everywhere. Reaper reverses double K. Lariat to the back of the head. What a match.
Oh, Wade Nelson dodging the kick of the Reaper. Hurricane Rana.
We've seen this before. Wade Nelson. Oh. Taken down with that lariat by the Reaper, this time well scalded. Wade Nelson. Nelson still, however, with signs of life, getting back up, crawling towards the Reaper. Why would you? Any man with any stretch of common sense would stay well away from that lunatic. Wade Nelson crawls towards him. Oh!
Well, he's about to pay the price. Another Uranage.
That has to be it. That has to be it. I don't care how tough you are. Oh, wait a minute. The Reaper electing not to go for the pin on Nelson. This could cost him. Wade Nelson is still moving. How? Oh!
Dominator.
Oh, I know why.
Cannon.
The Reaper wants this one-on-one with Nelson. Oh dear.
That's what he's got.
Double K is out. Getting all the way to the final three. The man from the militia should be justly proud of his performance tonight. No man kicks out the Dominator. Nelson fights back. Tornado DDT after that elbow to the gut. Listen to these fans. This is the man who has beaten the Reaper. This is the man who won the EFW Heavyweight Championship away from the Reaper. But time has passed. These men have changed.
What a DDT to the foot. Wade Nelson hoping that all this match...
No,
not even a 2.
1.9 after the knee DDT by Wade Nelson.
Now working on the arm, of course, just weakening anything that he can. Oh, hang on, the Reaper countered the whip. Oh, a backdrop.
Tremendous backdrop. Kick to the spine by the Reaper.
Oh, Nelson blocked the uppercut. Shots to the gut here. Reaper exhausted himself.
Rights and lefts by the Reaper to Nelson. Taking down the challenger. Perhaps Nelson is the man.
Oh,
The Reaper truly hates, because Nelson is the man who truly bested him.
the only one to technically beat him. There has been no one in N.E.W to have done it.
Staggers. Stood again. Somehow, some way. But took another Dominator for his trouble. Oh, come on. Come on.
Surely not again. Oh yes, he's going for it for a second time.
Oh, the carnage. That has to be over. The Reaper just showing how cocky, how confident he actually is.
Oh, and somehow Wade Nelson got to his knees.
Double axe handle. I don't know how Wade Nelson is even moving. Oh! Shot to the arm. Clothesline. Nelson is out of it. Nelson has no response. Two Dominators and God knows what else. And the Reaper just mocking the man who beat him.
Yeah, this is unnecessary.
Claiming it was a fluke.
Damn pin. Nelson.
Oh, misses. Counters. Oh, shot.
Still.
Right hand by the Reaper. Right back on the attack. A glimmer of hope by Nelson. Just completely and utterly snuffed out by the Reaper, who again, cocky, misses with a kick. Nelson counters again. Oh,
again the Reaper just a little bit faster, but getting sluggish here, missing shots.
Yeah, the Reaper maybe shouldn't be as cocky as he has been, because Nelson is fighting back and Nelson is not messing around. Nelson somehow, counters, keeps himself on the rope, tried to hurricane round, a big elbow to Nelson. He gave him a minute. It seemed to be too much.
I cannot believe that Wade Nelson has managed to make it this far.
Neither can I.
The man who toppled the Reaper to begin with.
The old school by the Reaper, Wade Nelson, is phenomenal. There's no other word for it. The heart to still be in this. A curb stomp. This match should have been over, Erwin.
Oh yeah,
5 minutes ago.
5 minutes. Surely couldn't put him through another one. Oh, he's going to anyway.
Come on.
Dominator.
The third Dominator in succession to Wade Nelson. 2. Yes, it's over.
Finally, it's
mercifully,
over.
The Reaper retains.
It destroys 7 careers in the process.
7 mystery opponents.
And even Wade Nelson couldn't do it this time. What a match.
And you have to ask yourself the question, Erwin, after that ungodly victory, unholy, unlikely, unbelievable victory by the Reaper, who the hell is going to stop the Demon?
Well, he asked for a challenge. He was given it, and he stepped up to the plate. What's it gonna take to get the title out of the hands of the Reaper?
I have absolutely no idea.
What a brutal match that was.
The Reaper is seemingly indestructible.
Nelson was inches away, and then it just all turned back into this man's direction,
snatching that title off our
the one he claims
official.
He doesn't even care about.
Well, I think that's a damn lie. I think he does care about that title, and I think it's going to take a force not currently on Earth to possibly stop the Demon of Fleet Street.
You could be right there.
What a victory.
Showing. He nearly eliminated every person in that match as well. I think there was only 2 people that weren't eliminated by the Reaper.
It's a good point, Erwin.
Scary stuff. I can only imagine we're going to hear
terrifying
from him tomorrow. As we roll into tomorrow.
Nothing short of terrifying. Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have a triple threat here. A submission elimination matchup between Cowboy Roy, GBH, the 2 icons, the 2 legendary rivals. But of course tonight they have a wild card in the mix. It's the big Irishman, the former N.E.W champion. It's O'Grady.
Yeah, of course. I mean, O'Grady was set up to have a one-on-one here tonight with Cowboy Roy. Right just as we were approaching Riot, GBH attacked O'Grady. I believe it was a whiplash. Attacked O'Grady backstage, and it went on for what seemed like forever. And eventually Cowboy Roy came out the next night and said, look, I'll happily fight both of you, and it seems now that GBH has accepted that is a thing. But hang on a second.
Wait a minute, Darryl Graves.
We haven't seen Graves in quite some time.
Well, Darryl Graves is here. That is quite a surprise We have not seen Graves for weeks.
I have no idea what this is going to be about.
Well, from Battle Creek, Michigan, the former Intercontinental Champion, Daryl Graves, is here. Daryl Graves making a statement of intent right there, Erwin, saying that whoever wins the match between the two icons and O'Grady, he is coming for the Intercontinental Championship. That is quite a statement from Daryl Graves.
My God, did you hear the fans respond? The idea that Daryl Graves could be in the next Intercontinental Championship match, oh, it would be great.
It'd be glorious, it'd be epic, it'd be a tremendous confrontation. Daryl Graves is back, and back to his best, it seems. Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of Intercontinental Championships, we have the match to determine who will walk out the brand new or current IC champion. Will the Cowboy retain here tonight?
Again, Goldman wants no doubt in anyone's mind. It's more elimination, but this time it's submission. Two people have to tap for there to be a champion.
Why does he keep doing this to us, Owen?
Well, he was sick of people saying, well, you never pinned me and all the like. I think he wants these championships to have definitive winners here tonight. I think so far it has done just that. True Force, absolutely phenomenal against the Outlaws. A sad outing for the Outlaws, of course. The Reaper getting his challenge and walking through it. The US title residing with Brad Morse, and of course in that 30-minute Iron Woman match, Sonya Jackson being crowned the new Women's Championship. The new Women's Champion, excuse me, and now we have the Intercontinental Championship at stake. Incredible. As we are approaching 2.5 hours of live entertainment here today. And of course, at midnight it all starts again with mayhem. What a day!
God damn it! Daryl Graves, 5'8", 206 pounds from Battle Creek, Michigan. Has made a statement of intent here tonight. Well, he is coming for the Intercontinental Championship. O'Grady, however, knows that tonight is his chance. Well, he is the wild card, Owen.
He's looking a little bandaged up from that attack from GBH last week, or this week rather, earlier on in the week.
6 foot, 290 pounds from County Wicklow Island.
That may not put him in good stead for this matchup. Submissions, of course, people are going to pick those weaker extremities. That arm looks pretty fresh. Meanwhile,
GBH, the icon, 6'2", 500 pounds, from Belgrade, Serbia, the former N.E.W champion and former Intercontinental champion, the nemesis of Cowboy Roy.
Yeah, we thought that story had reached its conclusion. That was not the case, as GBH interjected himself into this match. Cowboy Roy, always happy to oblige, it seems, was quite willing to take on 2 opponents here tonight. He is a fighter.
Yes, he is.
Oh, and it seems GBH also injured. He's got bandages on one arm. That fight was brutal, and that's not good for either of them as they're going against a fresh Cowboy Roy.
Well, if GBH and O'Grady are both carrying injuries, and it's going to be a long night against the Lone Ranger, the last Cowboy, the icon, the former and current Intercontinental champion, 6'2", 250 pounds, a proudly from Dallas, Texas, the original Cowboy Roy. And doesn't he look good with that IC gold around that waist again, Owen?
Oh yes, and of course, he is the kicker of ass. I mean, just saying, fine, bring 2 men into my title match, I really don't care. That is a statement and a half.
I think the Cowboy would fight a football team if you told him to. If there was a chance for that IC championship.
You're probably not wrong.
One of the greatest Intercontinental champions of all time. Both GBH and Cowboy Roy could make an argument who was the best Intercontinental champion of all time. I know GBH was the longest running, but only by about a week. He broke the record set by his nemesis, the last Cowboy, the man who beat his most hated foe for that title, the second most coveted prize in this business today, the Intercontinental Championship, the work rate title, the veteran title.
And wow, none of these men particularly known for a submission offensive.
But what do you remember the submission match that GBH and Cowboy Roy had? Do you remember the iconic submission match?
Out of the bag, and now there's a third guy in that ring.
How can you say these guys don't know submissions when they had a match like that? And now we have the wild card, the Young Buck, against the 2 veterans who flat out hate each other.
30 minutes on the clock, thankfully.
Submission elimination.
Oh, O'Grady going right for the champion.
Well, going right straight for the Cowboy. I don't blame him. This is a great opportunity here for O'Grady. GBH and the Cowboy have a lot more experience in this kind of match environment, despite O'Grady's former N.E.W title run. In my opinion, GBH and Cowboy Roy have just been around a hell of a lot longer. Oh, shoulder tackle there to the Cowboy.
Yeah, youth playing a vital part here in the start of this match. GBH and Cowboy Roy seem to be rocked by O'Grady's
oh, what a lariat.
Solo, at least for them.
Tremendous lariat there.
GBH has hold. Cowboy Roy's arm. Oh, pulling him into his elbow.
3 hard elbows to the head of the Cowboy.
And again, I have no idea which way this is going to go.
Oh my word, what a big super kick there by GBH onto O'Grady. O'Grady rolls on the outside.
Oh my
word. Lefts and rights by his nemesis.
I mean, the only thing I can say is that I would say O'Grady is the underdog in this match. These two have had such experience in that ring, such brutal battles with one another. O'Grady is relatively new to the company in comparison. Has not been through anywhere near as many fights, just takes out Shitopa.
Yeah, he does there. Brutal shot there to Mike Shitopa.
Oh, he's at least taken one bump tonight. It wouldn't be right otherwise.
What would the Riot be without the traditional Mike Shitopa nip up? The lariat there. And the attack continues.
Oh, GBH ducking that clothesline. Reverse STO as Cowboy Roy driven into the ground.
Yeah, GBH with that STO there onto the Cowboy.
O'Grady's found a chair. I do believe this is no DQ. Oh, GBH reversed it.
I think I'm going to let you cover Destruction Tonight.
Mayhem.
Whatever the hell show it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Five Scary.
You're not getting out of it that easy. GBH looking for a neck breaker, pushed away by Roy, who was then pushed away by GBH.
GBH there.
O'Grady taking a step back.
Big suplex there by GBH onto the Cowboy.
I don't know how wise that is, headbutting the turnbuckle.
Oh, Lufez press. It seemed to work, it seemed to do the job. O'Grady there, taking out the icon. Oh, Cowboy Roy taking out the youngster. Rights and lefts.
That is what wins Cowboy Roy matches. Whether it's part way through or as a finish, those punches catch up to you in a big way.
One of the purest strikers in the game today.
Roy has O'Grady up on the top turnbuckle. Arm drag to that already injured arm.
Well, of course, the submission elimination. They need to make two men tap out. Whoever wants to leave tonight, Riot 8, with the Intercontinental Championship, it's that simple. They've got 25 minutes to do it.
GBH with a huge shot to Cowboy Roy, pushed him back into that corner and now raking his face across the rope.
Of course, Cowboy tonight has the champion's advantage if all three men can go the 30 minutes, Erwin.
Well, yeah, I mean, even if it's down to two of them, Cowboy Roy will win if that timer hits 0. GBH looking to inflict some damage to O'Grady, but he counters with a kick.
A big kick. Oh, and a double axe handle by the big Irishman. Not known for his aerial offense there, but that double axe handle connected in a big way to GBH. Good red suplex.
Roy now trying to get to his feet. GBH being double teamed somewhat for a second there, but now O'Grady focuses on the champion.
Guillotine by the Cowboy. Oh, overhead by GBH.
Caught that arm beautifully there. O'Grady rolls out the ring once more. The veterans are left alone. I think this might spill outside though. Perhaps not. GBH changing his mind.
Dear Lord. Big knee right across the chest of the Cowboy. All three men.
Roy with an uppercut.
Still have a chance, but O'Grady clearly in no man's land. The fight continues between the two enemies in the ring. Lufez pressed by the Cowboy onto GBH.
You've got to wonder how much those injuries of O'Grady and GBH are affecting them in that ring tonight. GBH is looking a lot less severe than O'Grady's.
Big punch right to the head by O'Grady.
But GBH is up. Cowboy Roy ducked him.
Sweep.
O'Grady running at him but coming a bit short, perhaps still a bit shaken. GBH with those elbows again.
Shots to the head by GBH. to O'Grady. That exposed elbow. He missed there, you know, Erwin.
Yeah, I don't think he connected with that one.
He did not. I don't think he connected with that knee. I think he was going to try and get shades of race there with that flying knee off the middle turnbuckle, but I think he actually failed to connect there with O'Grady. Went right back to that banded GBH neck wrench.
The one who does it best.
Oh!
Cowboy Roy getting another hit in on GBH before O'Grady stops him. GBH taking a couple of seconds there. I think he was about to run in and changed his mind to see which one came out successful.
Oh my word! God, what kind of suplex was that?
Like a choke suplex, just grabbed the neck of GBH and flung him overhead.
Well, whatever the hell it was effective. GBH is down and rolled out.
And O'Grady
looking for some toys. It's no DQ, this is all legal here.
Yeah, the baseball bat coming in, Roy quickly leaving. Wise decision.
Yeah, the veteran not silly enough to take on the baseball. Oh, wait a minute, maybe he is. Cowboy going right through O'Grady, who has that back and steals it right up and throws it on the ground.
Oh, he doesn't need a bat with a spear like that.
Sweet Jesus, what a spear.
O'Grady
from nowhere.
Maybe about to find himself out, but no, GBH interrupting what I assume was going to be a half camel clutch. Oh, STO.
What an STO by GBH, interfering onto his nemesis, his almost certain submission manoeuvre there on O'Grady after that hellish spear on the big Irishman, throwing the bat down in disgust.
Beautiful actions from Cowboy Roy there. And as you know, actions speak louder than words, and that spoke volumes. O'Grady unfolding on GBH.
Oh, and tremendous guts being shown here by the big Irishman Erwin. How much must those injured ribs be hurting after that tremendous spear by the Cowboy?
Oh, backdrop. And we haven't seen many submissions locked in so far.
Knee smash. Oh my word, big lariat.
Roy returns in fashion.
Roy returns in dramatic fashion indeed. Oh my God, what strength. What strength. Deadlifted. GBH. It's that powerbomb-like manoeuvre.
There we go, half camel clutch rather. Stretching the neck and spine of GBH in ways it's not meant to move.
O'Grady in the corner, waiting for this to happen. Finally interjecting himself and taking a shot at the Cowboy there, actually breaking up that submission.
Oh, what a facebuster.
Facebuster there by O'Grady.
Oh, but taking out GBH as he went for the submission. Oh, what I believe he was going down for there.
I think O'Grady there just hitting anything that moves.
Well, maybe unwise, because getting closer and closer to 10 minutes through this match.
Yeah, O'Grady and GBH, now the only two men left in the ring after that assault on the Cowboy. The two men momentarily allying themselves. That lasted all of 30 seconds. GBH there, my word, with almost a
standing,
almost like a modified choke slam, Erwin.
Yeah. And
by GBH
going for that half camel clutch on O'Grady.
I thought it'd be way too close to the ropes, but the submission is locked in. Chatopa's there, got a great look at it. Will O'Grady tap? It's the half camel clutch of GBH. GBH says no. Frustration being shown by GBH. Oh, O'Grady fighting back.
O'Grady just a bit too sharp there.
Oh my word.
Punished for it.
Lone Star State, what a shot.
Sees O'Grady's got up at GBH rather. GBH catches him with DDT. And it looked for a moment there, yes, Roy. Blood streaming from the hairline.
Yeah, I think GBH has just busted his oldest rival wide open there. You see it, the blood starting to trickle down the face of the Cowboy.
This time O'Grady letting it slide, letting the submission pass, maybe remembering that it's elimination. The champion now in trouble, as he's the only one busted open here. Losing blood makes the match that much harder.
Well, Snake Eyes as well won't help to an already lacerated header win. Oh, what a roll out the corner there. What speed by the veteran.
Oh, but O'Grady catches him running.
Off.
Sends him backward.
Double axe handle to the spine. It's pretty clear that O'Grady and GBH have a plan in mind for the Cowboy win. Oh, stomping a mud hole. Ganging up on the former IC champion. Look at O'Grady laughing.
Oh, but there goes the alliance.
Another 30-second alliance ended abruptly by GBH. How many times is O'Grady going to fall for that against the icon GBH?
A very good question. Maybe he won't have any more opportunities, but he has hold of that bottom rope.
Another Boston Crab here.
I'm guessing that because of the no DQ, the rope break has been taken out of this match as well. Shatopa clearly being told more than we are as far as the stipulation goes.
Well, they couldn't be told any less, let's be honest.
Well, true. Elbow right to the heart if he has one. GBH is down.
Right to that heart, to that sternum, that one-star stick punch again. The big right from Texas.
How many times has he delivered that shot? And now GBH's own neck wrench being used against him.
The patented GBH neck wrench. Why does O'Grady keep breaking up submission? The Cowboys had enough. The Cowboys had enough of O'Grady's constant interferences in his attempts to take out the icon GBH. I'm starting to think that GBH has paid off O'Grady. What a spear! I want to put it past the conniving son of a bitch.
With everything that's transpired here, it's got to be in the back of your mind. Roy not satisfied with one spear. Goes for a second.
My God, if that was a submission maneuver, this would be over.
But it's not. Roy knows that. Middle of the ring. That clutch locked in tight.
Think of the abdomen. It must be on fire of GBH. This could be all. 2 spears. 2 to that pressure point right there. That Cowboy Roy is exploiting, but Shatopa says no. O'Grady's finally back into the ring.
Yeah, actually letting that one see how it panned out. Oh, backdrop from O'Grady.
Finally striking his hero, GBH. O'Grady going to work on the icon here. Begrudgingly goes for a submission maneuver.
Full camel clutch.
Locked in shades of the Iron Sheik. Could that be enough? That damaged torso of GBH. How much more damage can it take?
Yeah, it's submission after submission being...
No again, says Shatopa. 17 minutes remain. All 3 of these men. Gut wrench suplex.
Are
still in with a chance of that IC gold. The champion now, middle rope, big elbow. Oh, shots.
O'Grady again. Not siding with the champion against GBH.
Hard left by Cowboy Roy to O'Grady.
Taking Cowboy Roy down again, and it's back to the 2 contenders in that ring. 2 injured contenders.
Yo, absolutely, both men can't be 100%. O'Grady and GBH came into this match with injuries. Cowboy Roy, ironically, before this match started, was the freshest man, not so much now, after the vicious attacks. Oh, what a snap suplex. by GBH off that middle rope.
We've seen so many moves that could have ended in a 1-2-3, but that is not what this match is about.
No, it's not. Big knee to the head.
Two of these guys have got to tap if we're to see an end to this.
Oh, big shoulder tackle. All three men must be hurting. All three men want the Intercontinental Championship. What a shot by the champion there.
Cowboy Roy losing a lot of blood.
He has. It's a good point. He busted open for quite some time now, has the Cowboy. Still fighting with everything he's got. What a DDT onto GBH.
Oh, strike to O'Grady.
Oh,
not
yeah,
letting him get an attack this time.
Hard right there by O'Grady. Lariat.
Walk lariat there.
To the big Irishman.
GBH trying to do the same. Does not get free. As we are approaching the halfway mark in this match.
Yeah, what a match it has been. Tremendous confrontation for the Intercontinental Championship.
Absolutely
guillotine.
None of
by
these men giving
GBH
yet. Cowboy Roy powering out though.
Yeah, the Cowboy.
And GBH might be about
stalking his prey. Another spear!
The third one.
Point blank range this time, Owen.
They're not wasting any time. There's that half camel clutch again and again for some reason.
Why is O'Grady doing that?
I think O'Grady may want the first submission here. I'm not sure.
All that does is favour the champion.
Yeah,
why is O'Grady
foolish
breaking up the submissions that the Cowboy is doing to GBH? Oh, he's the wild card. Does he want to try and beat them both?
Well, he did want a singles match with Cowboy Roy, but I don't get why he is breaking up submissions. It makes no sense to me. Whirling powerbomb there.
Well, O'Grady did say that the match between the Cowboy and the icon GBH had to happen and stepped aside when the shot was rightly his. Perhaps tonight he feels he has a point to prove and wants to make both men submit. But wait,
GBH neck wrench.
No attempt.
Yeah.
No attempt to stop it by O'Grady. That shoots that theory all to hell. I'm telling you, man, O'Grady has some sort of agreement here with GBH here tonight.
Yeah, it must be. I mean, he only seems to be breaking up submissions. Cowboy Roy is applying.
Oh! Seemingly determined.
However, he is still attacking GBH, which is...
Well, bearing in mind their legendary submission match was a draw. Could you imagine if Cowboy Roy beat GBH here tonight with that submission? He could no longer claim.
Oh, Roy though, picking up a full head of steam.
That he was the better technical wrestler, which he has been doing since Cowboy picked up that infamous draw.
GBH.
The half neck wrench. Will GBH return the favour on O'Grady? Doesn't seem to be in any particular hurry.
It does though.
Finally does. This is starting to look like less and less of a coincidence, Erwin.
Yeah, you're right there.
There is a clear game plan here between O'Grady and GBH against the Cowboy, who is effectively here in a handicap match for his IC championship.
GBH quickly clearing the ring there, dodging a shot from Roy. Doesn't dodge that one.
No, he does not. Shots to the ribs of GBH.
Oh, taking down O'Grady. O'Grady once again out of the picture. Stomp to the head of GBH. Oh, zero distance spear!
Shot!
Stood him up
by the Cowboy.
Eye to eye and then drove right through him. Going for the half camel clutch again. O'Grady back up. Waiting on the ring apron this time. It's strange to see him pick shots like this. You'd think, oh, and again, Oh, stepping away this time.
Yeah, O'Grady now taking his time, perhaps has chosen his moment, letting the Cowboy finally weaken GBH at the best possible time. O'Grady at the end of the day wants that championship, knows there can only be one champion. At some point will have to turn against this so-called alliance against the icon GBH.
O'Grady again having Riot, taking on both men with seeming ease at the moment. Now looking to see if O'Grady gives. GBH to his feet and does not break it up.
No, he does not.
Signalling a belt around his waist, but he's got 12 minutes left.
Yes,
to
he has.
Cowboy. 2 people.
Cowboy couldn't get the submission fully applied on O'Grady, who countered it. Cowboy now goes right back onto the attack, onto the icon. Tornado DDT.
Word.
What a DDT that was by the Cowboy.
And as GBH rolls out, I think there's blood on his forehead.
Yeah, I think you're right, Erwin. Yes, GBH has indeed been busted wide open.
That's 2 men now. Look at that. O'Grady stood up and then just dropped
off
to his knees, holding his ribs.
Big headbutt.
And now O'Grady is busted open.
That one big headbutt by the Cowboy.
Well, those ribs are going through even more pain. Full Boston Crab sat on the back of O'Grady.
Fully extended. You see GBH on the ring apron making no attempt to help out his ally, quote unquote, here tonight.
Seems the alliance has ended. Oh, somehow O'Grady fighting back. Backbreaker, Roy out of the ring.
Yeah, tremendous.
GBH. Oh, neckbreaker arm wrapped around O'Grady's neck.
Yeah, GBH onto O'Grady there. The alliance is well and truly over, Erwin.
Oh, there we have Cobra clutch slam. Could have just sunk in a full Cobra clutch and it could have been over. Going
now for the half.
Once again.
The modified, the preferred submission manoeuvre there by GBH, locking it in there on O'Grady. Mike Shatopa in the perfect position, but O'Grady with that will to win still refuses to tap out. GBH releases the hold. This match continues. There is only 10 minutes and 15 seconds remaining, Erwin. If this match stays like this, the Cowboy will retain. What a lariat! And by the champion!
He has just cleared the ring. The champion at 10 minutes stands alone. Now goes out after O'Grady. Sends him back in. And again, Cowboy Roy looking ridiculously strong here. As he might go the distance, he might not even have to make these 2 men submit. 2/3 of this matchup have passed. We're into the final leg of the race. The contestants, all bloodied, all battered and all bruised. Oh, GBH coming thundering through there. Going for O'Grady.
Oh, swinging neckbreaker there by GBH.
And again, it's down to the veterans.
Oh, huge clothesline there as well to follow up by the Cowboy. GBH now in trouble.
Lariat again, yes!
Oh, and again with that lariat.
Gets that hammerlock stuck in tight. So they fall on their own arm, more damage.
Oh! Lone Star State again from point blank range, but it will not end this match. Cowboy needs submissions.
Half camel clutch.
Locked in again. That half camel clutch.
We've seen it
GBH.
a lot tonight, but it's an effective submission. Even if not successful, it wears down that spine and neck.
Slamming the face of GBH into the mat.
It could we'll be seeing the fourth. Yes, fourth spear.
Good lord. What a spear. I believe it was the fourth one, I mean, but oh wait there, no, he did two in a row. I think it was the fifth spear. There's been so many spears, we've both lost count.
Well, that's it. Cowboy Roy showing his championship medal here tonight.
O'Grady and the Cowboy now fighting GBH, taking a rest, it seems.
An non-optional rest.
You don't know that. This could be a sly tactic by the Icon, who just got stepped on by the Cowboy, who's run into the corner by O'Grady. My word, the power of that big Irishman, that young Buck being fighting back and forth now with GBH. This match continues, planning DDT.
An elbow to the face soon stopped the momentum of O'Grady, as they've been going at it for over 20 minutes in this matchup.
Insane matchup.
Oh, camel clutch.
Another full camel clutch.
He's got the ropes, but it doesn't matter.
By GBH,
O'Grady is out.
That is it. O'Grady is out.
7 minutes remaining, and the landscape of this matchup just drastically changed.
Yes, it did. O'Grady, who put up a valiant fight, clearly had injuries to his ribs before this match even started. Well, this submission match certainly hasn't helped, and 7 minutes remain between the two nemesis of N.E.W.
GBH looking for the gold.
The two arch rivals.
Back once more.
Locks in that half camel clutch. Shatopper is down. Perfect position. Will Roy tap? Roy says no.
Going straight back to it though. Catching Roy off guard perhaps. No time.
Absolutely no time whatsoever to regain his senses or to recover. GBH goes, locks in right back that submission. You can see the extra torque there, the position of his feet. Cowboy Roy unable to counter, but unable to break free either.
Oh, wait, hang on a second.
Oh, big knee. The Cowboy
fighting
digs deep.
Back. Oh, but GBH just as fast.
Just as fast and just as ugly. Both these men busted wide open. What a hard lariat there by GBH. Goes for another hard camel clutch onto the Cowboy. This is shades of their epic, legendary submission match that ended 22.
Yeah, that Iron Man match was insane. Of course, the submission match was just before that.
Insane matchup.
Also insane. It's why submission matches now have time limits.
Flying shoulder tackle, using that injured shoulder as a weapon to the Cowboy. Just shows you what this title means. But if GBH can't get a submission in the next 5 minutes and 40 seconds, then Cowboy Roy will retain the Intercontinental Championship. It has come down to this.
What a match it has been. All three men fighting so valiantly. O'Grady finally relinquishing, and GBH now on an onslaught on the champion.
Back with that locked in half camel clutch after that scoop driver. Cowboy Roy in trouble again. I think his feet there were too close to the ropes, Erwin.
Refusing to give in.
Might give the Cowboy an extra bit of leverage.
I think the break
was optional by GBH.
Because it does not apply the rope break.
Well, he must
have chosen to relinquish.
Trying to get it locked in again. Clearly not done the job there.
Going back to it for a third
time in a row. How much more of this can the Cowboy take?
Well, if he can take less than 5 minutes of it, he might be alright here. 4 minutes 40 left.
Submission after submission after submission.
GBH is just not relinquishing.
GBH is relentless.
Only letting go to get a better grip again.
Going right back to it. There's no way that GBH is going to that Cowboy Roy could take 4.5 minutes of consistent camel clutches. No man could take that.
Of it. Headlock.
Armbar.
Oh, standing armbar.
Beautiful standing armbar there by GBH. You don't see that one every day. How much damage to the arms has been done to the Cowboy.
Oh, wait a minute. But a shot to the ribs. 4 minutes remain, and the momentum has just shifted once more. The fans come alive.
Tornado DDT from that middle rope. Where does Roy get this energy from?
I can't believe it, and he's come back. Half camel clutch.
It's the battle of the half camel clutch, Owen. We've seen this before.
And again, it's the champion's advantage. He doesn't have to get GBH to tap. He just have to keep him occupied for the next 3 minutes.
He doesn't have to, but you bet your bottom dollar that he wants to.
Oh yeah, deep down inside, he needs to for himself.
Oh!
What a shot, just unloading that fist from the top rope.
Shades of the King with that great fist.
GBH, fireman's carry.
What a counter by GBH, what ring presence by the challenger. Going back, Owen, to that banded GBH neck wrench. Got desperate a moment.
Well, perhaps waiting to bring it out.
Got desperate a moment.
Roy screaming in pain, but does not scream I quit.
Many apply, not many master.
Oh, an elbow drop. GBH perhaps thinking, what do I have to do to get that belt back? Trying everything.
Neck breaker to the Cowboy. Clearly focusing on the head there, Owen.
Roy has 2.5 minutes to survive, but with shots like that.
How has he survived this long? It's just been a consistent assault, essentially, by GBH for the last 4 minutes of this match, barring one submission counter by the Cowboy.
Armbar again.
Well, we've seen this last time. Cowboy Roy was able to counter it with those shots to the ribs. We'll be able to do it again. GBH has it locked in though.
Yeah, right
Chitopa's down. Chitopa's in a perfect position. Oh no.
Let's go.
This time, perhaps tellingly, the Cowboy could not counter.
2 minutes left and GBH is digging down deep. The crowd electric here.
What a match. We always knew somehow it would come to this. GBH and Cowboy Roy. The match that everyone wanted to see one more time.
Oh, and the camel clutch.
Fully locked in this time, Owen.
Sat right down.
There's no messing about this time.
Roy has 1 minute 30 to hold out, but that is locked in tight. But he doesn't tap. He did not tap to the camel clutch. Goes back for a half.
Absolutely staggering. Well, if the full one didn't do it, what's the half gonna do?
It might just be enough to follow it up. 1 minute 20 on the clock.
Chitopa's down.
Roy is literally fighting to survive.
1 minute 15 seconds remain. GBH on full attack mode. Cowboy barely holding on. Cobra clutch. Slam. The finishing manoeuvre of GBH that has won that man championships.
And there is 1 minute left as he goes back once again.
The modified half camel clutch again by GBH, his favoured submission manoeuvre. Clearly feels he gets a better grip on the Cowboy in this position. Still has failed to make the Cowboy tap. 47 seconds remain. There's still time. GBH needs to stop messing around.
Look at all the blood on his face. I'm surprised he's even conscious.
And aim for a tap here. So close, but yet so far away.
30 seconds remain. What a knee.
Shades of race with that big knee.
GBH has to think of something, and has to think of something now. Roy rolling to the outside. As far as I'm aware, this isn't falls count anywhere, and there are only 10 seconds remaining.
Roy could have just bought himself enough time to keep that championship. Neck breaker, 4 seconds.
3, 2, it's over. GBH may feel slightly cheated here. Arguably,
my word,
he had the cowboy beaten. And how familiar, Erwin, does that sound?
What a match, and now I have to leave you as I go for mine.
Oh yeah, you leave me, that's fine. After 3.5 hours I'll just do the main event alone. Well, my God, ladies and gentlemen, let's just talk a little bit while Erwin gets himself prepared for our main event. The N.E.W Championship will be defended in a last man standing match for the World Heavyweight Championship. It's Erwin versus Bart Brute for the title. But my word, what a match we've just seen between O'Grady, GBH and Cowboy Roy. And I believe that Iron Man match was a draw, which then at the time favoured the then champion GBH. Well, GBH got exactly what was coming to him, because the roles have reversed, and this time it favours the Cowboy, the current Intercontinental Champion. Who could make that up? My word, those two men seem to be destined to fight forever. O'Grady, the wild card, who had injured ribs. What a tremendous performance by that young man. What a match it was for the Intercontinental Championship. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is our main event, the last man standing match. Between my broadcast partner Erwin and the current N.E.W World Heavyweight Champion Bart Brute, who we have not seen too much of since he's won that title, it has to be said. Well, we're going to kick it off here with my broadcast partner, 5'9", 130 pounds, from the industrial town of Barrow-in-Furness, a 3-time N.E.W World Heavyweight Champion, a 3-time Intercontinental Champion, a former UK Champion, former Cruiserweight Champion, 2-time Hardcore Champion, former TV Champion. Unbelievable Roll of Honour there by the future Hall of Famer, no doubt about it in my mind. What a career. Not a bad commentator from time to time either, but don't tell him I said that. Tremendous challenger here for Bart Brute's title. What a first defence for Bart Brute. I mean, if Bart Brute can beat this guy, I mean, I know Erwin isn't as active as he would like to be nowadays. I know he commentates more than he wrestles nowadays, but there's undoubtedly a very tough challenge here for Bart Brute, who I'm not sure has faced anything quite like this before. It's last man standing. That's also going to favour the challenger in my opinion, because he's got just so much more experience in this kind of match environment. All in all, Bart Brute, who shocked the world when he won the N.E.W World Heavyweight Championship, will have to be at his very best here tonight if he stands any chance against an N.E.W stalwart Erwin. He's used to being the underdog. Is used to being overlooked, and is used to being perhaps underestimated. The current N.E.W World Heavyweight Champion, it's Double B, it's Bart Brute, 5'11", 230 pounds, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, with first ever title here in the N.E.W, and he wins the World Heavyweight Championship. What does that say about the skill of this young man? Well, here we are, for the richest prize in our industry. One of the most brutal matches known to man. The N.E.W Championship, last man standing, the challenger, a broadcaster, and the former three-time N.E.W champion, Irwin. With a respectful pop there from the N.E.W faithful. And here we go. The champion. Little to no response, it has to be said, for Bart Brute, who has not been seen since he won that title. Not quite sure what to make of that. Our senior official, Mike Tratope. There's no question about who is going to officiate this one. Holds the belt up high, the world title on the line. Here we go. Men lock up. Goes for that hammerlock straight away onto Bart Brute. Off. Not afraid to get technical with the best of them is Irwin. Into the... Oh my word, such velocity with that Irish whip. It took Brute right back out the corner and he knocked him square on his ass with that vicious lariat. Off. Shot with the left. A T-bone overhead there by Bart Brute. Beautiful manoeuvre there. Oof. Big knee. While Irwin will choose the pace of this matchup, I guarantee you it, the veteran. Oh, if he can, Bart Brute fighting back there. That right hand. Oh no, short-lived planning DDT by the challenger, who is remaining deadly focused on Brute here. Last man standing rules apply, remember, ladies and gentlemen. So one of these men have to fail to answer the count of 10 of our senior official Mike Tratope. Irwin has actually lost his last man standing match. That one may be food for thought. A lot more focused. Is a challenger here is a challenger here tonight. Tratope begins his first count. Up to 4. 5. 6. Bart Brute there, perhaps just taking a little bit of time to recover his senses. Off! Well, an arm drag DDT there by Irwin. Oh my word! My corkscrew, whatever the hell it was, corkscrew leg drop, whatever the hell, right over the top rope, springboard, something or other. What a manoeuvre! Absolute insanity. Oh! Jesus, what a shot to the spine there. That table has already been destroyed by the challenger. It was completely insane. This is the man who put Red on the shelf for about 6 months in his last title opportunity. Let's not forget that. Oh! Backdrop on the outside on that concrete floor. Sweet Jesus, what a shot! Again by the challenger, who has no regard for his opponent once they sign the contract agreeing to the match. Literally no mercy. Becomes a different person. Deadly is the word I would use when Bart Brute is in trouble. Serious trouble already. The champion has no answer against the veteran here. This is becoming a mugging. Off! And again. You know what? I'm going to call that a springboard corkscrew insecurity. That's what I'm going to call that move from now on. Instead of the oh my god. Whatever the hell that one's called. Damn well Owen. His crazy Japanese wrestling moves. Any idea what it's like to commentate with that man? It's unbearable. Come on, Bart. I jest, of course, I'm completely neutral. She's over there with his count of 6. Top rope! Oh, God! Well, the reason I didn't commentate on him climbing to the top rope, ladies and gentlemen, is because it was inevitable. The big elbow to the head of Bart Brute. Suicidal dive to the champion. And it connected, but it's angered the champion, who is fighting back. Bart Brute is a tough dude. Make no mistake about it. He truly does believe he's a top guy. Truly does believe he's championship material. Oh! Knows, oh my word, roundhouse kick, knows what it would mean if he lost his championship on his first defence. Oh my lord, what a springboard DDT there by Irwin. Stomping his head of Bart Brute right onto that commentary table. Backdrop on that wafer thin mat he goes once again. Bart Brute is off. Dear lord, another swift kick to the head. Right, that could be it right there. Irwin getting to the outside. Trying to gear up these fans who've had a long night. Count of 7. Count of 8. I'm not quite sure what Owen was trying to do there, but Insanity will ensue, I guarantee it. Oh! Sweet Jesus! There he goes again! Over the top rope! Flinging his body! And no care for himself or Bart Brute. Slamming him into that table. Just Irwin bombing. Get it over with. It's just become a murder. A grisly death for Bart Brute. 6. This is Bart Brute. We've got to feel a little bit sorry for the guy. Count of 9. This could be... Oh no. Bart Brute answers. Well, full credit to Bart Brute getting up at the count of 9. I thought this one was over. He's been outclassed, frankly, today. Bart Brute. Oh, drop kick from the top rope. With no disrespect to the guy. Chitopa went for the count again, but Irwin didn't deem that to be enough. This match continues for as long as the challenger decides at this moment in time, with due respect to Bart Brute, because he's had absolutely no offence for the last 4 or 5 minutes at least of this matchup. Oh my word, a big knee to the head. Oh, went for a lariat, completely misses. Here we go, Irwin Bob, that's it, it's over. Bye-bye, Bart. Thanks for coming. Nice championship run, kid. But you're going to lose it on your first defence. Climbs up the steps. We got a new world champion. Bart Brute ain't getting up from that. 5. 6. 7. Absolutely no response. Irwin stood above him, looking triumphant. What the... Bart Brute is standing up. What a kick by Irwin. Well, oh, hooks Irwin right off the ring apron. Irwin may be getting a little bit cocky there against the challenger. Will history repeat itself here tonight? Oh my god, what a German overhead suplex right on that wafer thin mat. Bart Brute. I can't believe my eyes. Inverted DDT by Irwin. What a counter! Seven. Irwin awaiting Bart Brute, daring him to stand back up, and again for the third time at the count of 9, Bart Brute stands up. How wise is this for the championship? There'll be other championships, Bart. You can't just keep standing and getting the odd move, and you need some real offense here. Go on, kid, left hand. Yes! Roundhouse kick. Firing back. Not for long. Lefts, rights. Oh. So conflicted here. Bart Brute. Oh, big elbow. Spanish commentators have got the hell out of the way, and I don't blame them one iota. Oh, what a shot. Tremendous shot there by Brute. Oh, come on. Well, he's been looking for one move to put the man down, and this could be it. Oh, no, not on the table. No, that's concrete floor, my God! What an Irwin bomb! Sweet Jesus, you see the back of Bart Brute bounce off that concrete floor. That has to be it. Surely now. 3. Count quicker, Mike, for God's sake. 4. We need an ambulance. We may need a priest. 6. 7. 2 seconds away from a new world champion. 1. Yes, it's over. It's over. Irwin, I'll never hear the end of it. My broadcast partner is the new world heavyweight champion. He outclassed Bart Brute here tonight. There's the first of those Irwin bombs. There's a better shot of it, and that second one there right on the table. Essentially power bombing Bart Brute onto a concrete floor, by God. What a match. Sheer brutality, sheer dominance. Irwin is the 4-time N.E.W World Heavyweight Champion. What a riot it has been. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you later on. Good night.